What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday. I'm Gio, and this is obviously not Grace. We didn't have it planned this way. We were going to bring her in a little bit, but Grace wanted to go take a shower. The kids were watching her, but she got a little fussy. Let me fix her little headband here for her. It's a little loose. But everybody, I want to introduce you to Ariel Marina. And Ariel Marina is officially 2 weeks old today. So we are celebrating her 2-week-old birthday by hanging out with you guys, our friends, the people that we care about. But before I talk too much more, can you guys hear us? Can you, or at least me, can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know. Just one thumbs up. That's all I need. Can you guys hear us? Sound is good. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mandarino Adventures. All right, so I'm going to go back, and I want to say what's up to a couple of you right now. I know you guys are probably excited. Like I said, I didn't know if this is how we're going to do it, but hey, I want Grace to take a shower. It's been crazy, so we'll talk more about that. But we want to say, what's up? I believe this is Madison. What's up? How are you doing? We got Mandarino. She said, no cowbell, so I will have confetti. Hey, that's the next best thing. Eddie said, good evening, everyone. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry about that, guys. We got Eddie in the house. What's up, Eddie? Thank you so much for being here. We got Lady Sith in the house. She said, happy Friday. Great to see you guys live, and congrats. Hope all has been well. It's been cool. Like I said, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Hey, what's up, Pearl? Thank you so much for joining us. And if you guys see, I'm not ringing the cowbell right now. I don't want to scare the baby, so we'll do those cowbells. You guys can put the cowbells in the chat for us as well. Let's see here. Thank you so much, Mandarino Adventures. We appreciate that. We try. We want to make it as entertaining and as cool as we can make it for you guys. But also, we like that too. We get really excited for it too. Let's see here. Eddie said, congratulations on the baby. Thank you so much, Eddie. We appreciate you. Let's see. Yes, and everybody's already swooning over Ariel. OMG. Hello, Ariel. Yep, she's right here. What's up, SoCali? Thank you so much for being here with us. We got, oh, are you upset? Are you upset? Did you want to give the member shout out? We have Asapo Verde for 7 months. We got Kuzi P celebrating his membership anniversary. Thank you so much, Kuzi, for being part of our Cowbell fam as it keeps expanding both with members and with literal babies and family. So thank you so much. We're going to ring that cowbell for him. If you guys can, please drop some emojis in the chat. As you guys can see, it says Ariel on the screen, but if you guys take a look at the live chat replay, or if you're looking at the live chat right now, for those of you who are here with me, we do have a baby Ariel emoji. And then I also did add a baby Yoda emoji for, I guess you call him Grogu, for Valentine's Day. So it's a Valentine's Day emoji. Oh, she wants her mom already. I could tell. She just took a bath. So Grace just took her second full bath. She's had sponge baths before, but she had her second bath, and she's been really fussy because she hates being undressed. She really, really hates being undressed. Thank you so much, Pearl. Pearl said adorable. Thank you once again, Mandarino. Thank you, Kuzi. Appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. Thank you so much. What's up, Hunters Unite? Thank you so much for being here, Andre. Thank you so much. He said, congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate that. That really does mean a lot. Pearl said, hi, Gio. Hi, Pearl. Thank you so much for being here with us. I know I already said hi, but I like saying hi again. We got Mia Leah in the house. Mia Leah. As you notice, like I said, I'm muting the cowbell right now. But she said, oh, my goodness. Hi, baby Ariel. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday to you, friend. Thank you so much for being here for us and with us. We got the FL Vlogs in the house. He said, congratulations once again with baby Ariel, Gio, and Grace. Thank you so much. Ring the cowbell for FL Vlogs. Thank you so much for being here with us once again. We really, really appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys, everybody taking the time to just be here with us tonight. It means a lot. And to more than anything, be here with me. As you guys saw in the thumbnail, as I've kind of posted on Instagram and here on YouTube, this is mainly going to be me coming on here for a little while, talking to you guys, kind of filling you guys in. We miss you guys. So we kind of wanted to come on, one of us, right, and just kind of fill you guys in, let you guys know what we've been up to for the last 3 weeks. We haven't gone live for a Friday in about 3 weeks. We did have a members only live, so shout out to our members, everybody in the chat, all our amazing members. We did have a members only live recently, and it was so much fun. Guys, if you join the membership or if you end up getting a gifted membership at some point, watch our live streams. They're actually pretty long compared to like members only live streams. They usually, from what we've noticed in the past, most members only live streams aren't super long, and it's understandable why. But our members only live streams get so cracking that we can't help it. We end up going like 3 hours most of the time. So it's been really, really fun. But thank you to all the members. And then also thank you to everybody joining us in general. If you guys haven't already, I'm going to go ahead and put this right now. Make sure you guys take a moment to hit that like button, hit it for baby Ariel. And then also, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of fun content coming up this year, full of family, full of fun, and there's so much to celebrate this year. There's so much to celebrate. Baby wants to make a speech. Yes, she does. She wants to ask for milk. Let's see here. Pearl said, that time went by so fast, baby's here. And you know what? I completely agree with you, Pearl. I completely agree with you. I feel like, you know, I mean, it's not to get too personal, but I remember when we would talk about it, we're like, should we do this? Should we try to, you know, have another child? Or should we just, you know, be happy with the 2 that we have? And by all means, I will tell you, we were mad happy with the 2 that we have. But yeah, we had this itch, and, you know, we were like, you know what, let's try it one more time. Like, at the very minimum, you know, so, you know, we can have that experience once more. You know, I feel like at an age where we can still handle it, but I feel like if we would wait another 10 years, it would be super difficult to have a young child like that. Woo! Don't scare yourself. But right now I feel like we're in a good spot, and I want to talk a lot about what we've been going through. Like, it's not even just what we've been up to, but like what we've been going through. We do have a Q&A segment where Grace might not be on screen, but she might be on the couch. So she'll be answering questions, and I'll be answering questions, and we'll be here conversing. So she's basically going to be, for the most part, off camera, feeding the baby and changing the baby's diaper. And that's kind of Grace's decision. And it's no knock on you guys. She loves you. She misses you guys. It's just right now she's really focused on, you know, on the baby and making sure that the baby's okay, because that's probably going to be the, you know, the thing that stresses out both of us the most in the immediate, right? So yeah, so I appreciate her, but yeah, she will be behind the scenes as well. Thank you so much, Lady Sid. We got Daniel Storm in the house. What's up, Daniel Storm? Thank you so much for being here. Let's see here. And if I miss any chats, let me know. Oh, you know what? Actually, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, we heard that Rachel and Corey from Enchanted Explorers, they had their baby today. So I know on behalf of Grace and I, Grace, like I said, is not here. We just want to wish them congratulations. Obviously, we know what it feels like. This is our 3rd time. This is their 1st time. So, you know, we wish them all the best. So if you guys know them or anything like that, if you guys happen to see them or talk to them, let them know that Gio and Grace are very, very happy. I sent them a message, so I'm sure they'll see it. But Gio and Grace are very happy for them. And, you know, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, but this is where it starts, the lack of sleep and all that. But to be honest with you, when you're in the moment, it doesn't feel as bad. Trust me. It's really, honestly, the worst time that I feel like the lack of sleep is when I actually go to sleep and then I have to wake up. That's when all of a sudden I'm like, but like once I'm awake, I'm awake. Let's see. You and Grace have awesome kiddos. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We really, really appreciate that, because, you know, sometimes, you know, like, I don't want to say we take them for granted. We never take them for granted, but it's always dope to see what other people see, you know, what other people, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pearl said, Miss Grace too. I know she misses you guys, like I mentioned. But yeah, even Dominic, before I went live, he's like, Dad, is Mom going to go live with you? And I said, it's probably going to be me most of the time. And he got all pumped out. He's like, I like it better when Mom's with you. And I told him, I go, look, Daddy's important too. But I go, we're going to do it this way. I go, we have to. I go, you have to be understanding. And, you know, that's all we ask from you guys as well, is just be patient with us, be understanding that, you know, obviously right now we're in a position where, you know, sometimes we might have to tag each other in and out for certain things. And I'm really hoping that at some point Grace can go live maybe and talk to you guys and do her thing so I can watch the baby for her. And it's not something that we ever planned on. Like, we didn't really plan on doing separate live streams or me going live by myself. But we always knew that, especially when she got pregnant, that could have been a possibility. And so I I didn't know when I was going to try to go live again because of, obviously, look how tiny she is, guys. But I knew that it had to be sometime before the end of January. I wanted it to be before the end of January. And so this particular live stream, I'm going to be catching you guys up once again. I'm going to be going over some Q&A. And more than that, I just want to talk about what's going on in pop culture, Disneyland, theme parks in general. I miss you guys, and I miss those things because we haven't had a chance to be there. And we have an announcement that we made on our members-only live stream. If you weren't there, you're going to be hearing that announcement as well. So make sure that you guys don't run off. And if you do, make sure you watch the replay. But honestly, we're just excited to come back in some form or fashion. I was like, I have to do this. And so we do have some really awesome things lined up. I have about, I want to say, about 3 guests lined up in the next couple of weeks. I just have to make sure we lock down the dates, but about 3 guests that will be joining me throughout the weeks to either co-host or to be guests and to be interviewed, because we definitely want to bring you a wide variety of different content. And I don't know how you guys feel about it. For us, we get really, really excited to learn more about our favorite streamers, or better yet, just see them in a different capacity or see them on a different channel. It's exciting. So we're hoping that some of the people that we're bringing on, you guys are going to be super excited about it, just like we're excited about it, and we're going to have fun. But I think the first one will be next week, but I have to talk to our guests, and I have to double check and make sure that they're able to do it, because that's the one thing is I want to make sure that before we promote it or anything like that, that they're able to do it. So that way we can, have a blast next Friday, just talking it up. I think with these guests, I want it to be part interview and part them guest hosting with me next week, because they're awesome. So I think you guys are going to love them. I think you guys know them. I'm not going to say who, and you guys will have an idea, but I have a feeling that you guys don't know exactly who it is, because we have quite a bit of friends that do YouTube that are just amazing people. But you guys can guess amongst yourself. And then we also have some other friends as well, amazing friends that will be joining us at some point in the next month, hopefully in the next month. So it all depends on. Oh, look, she's falling asleep. Oh, or not. It all depends. She's just chill right now. She's like, that's right. Mandarino said Ariel is a YouTuber at 2 weeks old. That's right. She's trying to become a partner as quick as she can. She's trying to make that money. She's trying to make that Ryan's toy review money. I haven't watched Disney content in, it seems like, forever, said Pearl. Pearl, you know what? We go through those spurts as well. There's times where we kind of don't really check out very much Disney stuff. But we do try to stay on it just because we love keeping you guys informed. So anybody who follows us on Instagram or anybody who watches us here on YouTube, we want to keep you guys informed, because if you guys are going to be making your trip over there, we want you guys to know what's going on. Now, granted, there's quite a people who do that, but we're a family of 5 now, so we'll be able to give you that perspective of a family of 5. And we have Mandarino Adventures here, who's also a parent, and we have other content creator friends that are parents. And so we each have our individual and unique perspective. So hopefully, we'll keep doing some of the Disney stuff, but I think we're going to switch it up a lot this year. This year is not just going to be Disney content. It's not just going to be Universal content. It's going to be a lot of different kind of content. We're breaking open the world. We're going to bust out. We're going to explore anywhere and everywhere we can that this baby will allow us to go. And then next year, it's going to blow up even more. So this year, it's kind of like we're taking a step back, but at the same time, we're taking 3 steps forward this year. And then next year, we're going to take the biggest leap we've ever taken. And I think next year, you guys can expect vlogs from outside of California and maybe even outside of the country. I think this year, we're definitely going to keep breaking ground on California, possibly some of the neighboring states, if possible. It's going to be a little harder to do that. But we're going to be coming with a lot of cool new stuff. We're just going to be doing it in different ways because we got to keep it fresh, guys. We got to keep it fresh. We can't let it spoil. Lady Sid said, sounds fun. Thank you so much, Lady Sid. And we appreciate your continued support. Guys, check out Spine Ticks, the Spine Ticks family. Honestly, they're amazing. Every Saturday, we're right there. Whether we're chatting or stealth watching, but we're there and we're having a lot of fun. I know we say that every time. Kuzi said, you got to start him young. That's right, Kuzi. Imagine. I waited way too long. I should have started at 2 weeks old too, man. Right now, I'd be balling. Right now, we'd be on the yacht live streaming, right? Thank you so much. Yes, I know. I keep noticing that it's going down. Pobrecita. Pobrecita. Okay. We're going to fix it. We're fixing it like this. And then I'll hold it like this. Bam. There you go. It ain't going nowhere. Mr. and Mrs. Groot, thank you so much for being here. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Ariel, the youngest YouTuber. That's right. She's doing her thing. Impromptu visit. She was actually going to come in a little later, but then Grace wanted to take a shower, so I figured, you know what? Let me take over right now. Let me do this. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Rena? She said, hi, Gio. Ariel's so cute. It has a head full of hair. Yes, that's literally what everybody points out right away. When I saw her be born, because I was there, the first thing I said was, dang, she has a lot of hair. That was literally the first thing I said about her. I was like, oh, she has a lot of hair. It will be epic when Princess Ariel meets Princess Ariel. We won't be able to tell them apart. That's right. That's right. It's going to be so adorable. We can't wait. We cannot wait. All right. Kiddos, do you guys want to try holding her again? I'm going to... Oh, never mind. We got Grace coming. Lady said, yeah, yay, appreciate you guys hanging out with us in Spine6 Crew. We love it. We have a good time. We always do. We have a great time. Thank you so much, Mandarino Ventures. We appreciate it. I love talking about like the channel, like the ideas that we have. To me, it's really fun. And it's one of those things that like every time we go on the road, we end up like spending the whole pretty much trip just talking about how blessed we feel, how fortunate we feel, getting emotional, just reminiscing. But then we spend a lot of that time also planning, talking about what we want our goals to be, what we want like the channel to look like in 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years. I know it sounds funny, but you never know, right? Like there's people who started their YouTube journey and they grew, very slowly at first, and then eventually they found a rhythm. So I hope we find our rhythm. We want to continue growing, and we want to continue bringing you guys along. We have a lot of fun with you guys, and we don't want it to end. That's for sure, for certain. Tell your mommy that the baby is hungry. Yeah. Did Grace have a lot of heartburn carrying the baby? They say if you have heartburn, the baby will have lots of hair. Actually, we're going to do a Q&A, but I'm going to answer for her right now, and she can correct me later on if I'm wrong. But I believe she did, because there's a lot of times where Grace is a big spicy food eater, but she would actually skip it, and she'll be like, oh, not right now.
Oh, is it about the heartburn thing?
Yeah.
No, I actually never got heartburn.
Oh, no? But you always avoided it.
Yeah, I only really got like acid reflux. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
Yeah.
Did you say hi, Mama?
Mandarino said just got an ad. You know what? I have to sign in through the other one so I can see if we get ads.
You say hi?
Let's see. All right, guys. So yeah, you might see an ad here and there. We do apologize if it pops up in the middle of me saying something. If it does, I can reiterate it. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to log in on YouTube and because we don't get ads for our stuff for whatever reason. So let's see if I can log in under your other...
I'll try to come back in a little bit just because Ariel is hungry and I can't feed her on camera.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I think people understand why you can't.
I'll be back, guys. Nice to see you.
All right. Okay, I see what you guys... All right, cool. So I logged in. I want to see when you guys get ads. So let me know if I'm in the middle of saying something and you miss it. Hey guys, look, I got a drink and I have a cap on it this time. All right, guys. So, yeah, we're going to be doing a Q&A and everything. I have a couple things that I have written down to talk about, but let me go in the chat and let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you guys so much for saying hello to Grace. I know she's so happy right now, but like we mentioned, she can't feed the baby on the camera. Probably shouldn't, I guess what I should say. She can, but she probably shouldn't. I think for obvious reasons. Let's see here. But let me pull out my notes here. So, I do want to talk a little bit about the whole thing, the whole process, everything in the last 2 weeks. Obviously I'm going to try not to make it too long and too detailed of a thing, but I'm going to tell you guys as much as I feel like, it's pretty cool, basically. So, basically last Thursday, Grace went in and she, went in to have the baby. I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago from Thursday. So, yeah, it's already been 2 weeks. That's crazy to think. So they, let me hide this. So they brought her in. They're like, you know what, it's time to have the baby. So, you know, they got her going, and you know, we had to wait it out. And so basically we were there from Thursday at 7 in the morning. We were there all the way until Friday at 8 in the morning. At 8 in the morning is when Grace had the baby. So she went into active labor like really early on Friday morning. Active labor is when, you know, things are happening, right? Things are going to happen. The baby's on its way. But it was a really long night. Like I remember a really long day, long night. We were there from 7 in the morning, like I mentioned, on Thursday. And we were literally just chilling. I got a chance to leave a couple times to get something to eat, to go take a shower. I think I went and maybe took something for the kids. I don't remember, but it was one of those things where I only left like maybe 2 times. And then the rest of the time, you know, stayed in the hospital, stayed overnight with her, obviously, like, and just waiting, a lot of waiting. So if you guys have ever had a child, whether you're a woman or if you're a husband or somebody who's been in the delivery room or a parent, like, you know, sometimes parents go in there, you guys know it takes a long time sometimes. And so it was one of those things where we were just waiting. And, you know, overnight I was trying to stay up because I was like, this baby might come anytime. Like I gotta be ready. I gotta be prepared. And then after a while, we're like, you know what? This is going to take a little longer than we thought. So Grace was able to fall asleep. I was able to fall asleep. They would check on Grace like every hour, huh, babe? They were like once an hour they were coming in and like basically waking you up, huh? Yeah, they were constantly. So I was at first I was like on a couch. It was like super awkward. I was like, man, I can't sleep on this.
She's discovered her 2 fingers, by the way.
Oh, she's sucking on her fingers now?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yeah, that was something Avery would do. Pearl said 3, 2 girls, 1 son. Nice. Yeah, exactly. And so I remember I was trying to sleep on this awkward couch, and finally, like, one of the nurses was like, "Oh, let me pull that out for you." Started like she made it into a whole bed, and I was like, I could have sworn that last time she had the baby, I could have sworn it was a bed too, but I just did not remember. So they gave me sheets and everything. They gave me pillows. Grace was over there, like, you know, she was in her gown. She was in the bed. They had her hooked up. We had the TV on, but it was like literally like 6 channels, all garbage, like all local stuff. Like at one point they were showing the local news, and you know how it is. News can be a little bit negative. And so we were just not like feeling it. You know what I mean? Like we were just like, that night, shout out to Crystal and Chris. I think it was Crystal's birthday that weekend. So that night they went live. And like literally we're like, thank God, like I had the tablet, like I took the tablet. I was like, you know what, let's just connect it to the Wi-Fi there. We went and we watched it. Like they kind of like for the couple hours like distracted us. It was just such a long night. It was so dope that I don't know, like that we were able to like at least kind of distract ourselves for a little while, which is why we love live streaming, which is why we love doing this for you guys, because sometimes we don't know what kind of distraction you guys need. And it's funny, you guys don't know, like those of you who live stream don't know what kind of distractions or what kind of entertainment you're providing for us. So
I don't know if Kuzi's still in the chat, but
it's weird. I'm not getting ads over here.
I'm not getting them over here either.
That's so weird. Well, the TV is logged into our thing, but it's weird. I should be seeing the ads that people are seeing on here too. I apologize. Like I said, I can always retread what I was saying before. But yeah, it was quite an experience. Babe, what would you say about like the part before you actually had the baby? How did you feel about the hospital stay in that first 24 hours?
Oh, I was happy. They took really good care of me. But I was saying right now that I don't know if Kuzi's still in the chat, but I was watching him a couple times last night. I wasn't chatting, but I was watching.
Yeah. So shout out to Kuzi P. He's been our live stream like go-to in the middle of the night. So usually, Rena said, I got a commercial for the Olive Garden, my favorite Italian restaurant ever. Hey, when you hear your family. But no, sorry guys. You know, like YouTube, they're putting ads in live streams and it is kind of like scattered. But like I mentioned, I'll try my best that if I see an ad come up, I'm logged in something else, but I don't know why it's not like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not showing me the ads on here, so I'm hoping that it does. I know it sounds funny. I hope it shows ads, but so that way I know when to pause for you guys. I don't want you guys to miss out on anything that we're saying over here that I'm saying. I'm like, look, a toddler with his tablet. All right. So I'm sorry, baby, before I so rudely interrupted you.
Oh no, I was done. I was just saying that Kuzi, I was watching Kuzi. Even if I wasn't chatting, it was nice. I was laughing because there's things
Last night?
Missions.
Yeah.
So I miss watching you play GTA, so it kind of reminded me of
Yeah.
It was nice to have him to watch that.
Yeah. So just in case you guys couldn't hear, because I know the dishwasher is going right now too. Grace was saying that yesterday she was watching Kuzi P play Grand Theft Auto 3, and she said it's kind of like a throwback to when she would watch me play. Plus, it helped her out because she was awake with the baby. So I actually went back to work today. I'll talk more about that. I kind of still want to talk a little bit about when we were at the hospital. So, baby, how did you feel about the hospital stay? Like from the moment that we checked in to before you had the baby, how did you feel about that time?
Well, at first, remember they were almost gonna send us back home.
Yeah, I remember that.
But then they're like, never mind, you're here, never mind. So I was like, oh my god. But other than that, like, they were really apologetic about that, but they treated me really well.
Yeah.
I saw Mandarino Adventures said, what was the one food that I had to have when the baby was born?
Yeah.
I haven't had sushi yet.
I know, guys. It's a long story.
Yeah.
It's a long story, guys. It's a long story. We haven't. I still need to get Grace sushi and a good like hoagie like sub sandwich something too. So that's on me. I'll blame myself for that. But I feel like I did a really good job with the pregnancy craving. So and then we do have some questions regarding some of those stuff as well. So we'll save that to then. But like Grace mentioned, we did show up. We were booked. We were supposed to be booked. They showed up. They're like, "You're not supposed to be here." Grace is like, yes, I am. And I was like, yes, she is. I was there, and Grace was there when we were told that she needed to be there today.
By the
doctor. Like, word for word, bar for bar. So they were like, oh, okay. Let's go talk to some people. They started asking around, and then finally they're like, okay, we can, you guys can stay. She can stay. I'm like, okay, thank God. So, yeah. But overall, like Grace said, they were very, very polite, very nice, very caring, very, very cool overall. Let me go back into the chat. They gave her lots of juice. They wanted that baby to be hyper. Like, they wanted her to, like, be moving around. So they were giving her juice, and it was awesome. Pearl said, my last daughter, I almost didn't make it to the hospital. I had no labor pains at all. That's my mom. My mom, not to get too personal, but my mom would not get labor pains with any of us. So I was 2 weeks past due, and so they told my mom that if she would have waited any longer, because they went to the hospital. She was new to the country. They went to the hospital because they were like, shouldn't it be time already? Kind of like one of those things. Like, we probably should, let's go to the hospital. Like on a whim kind of thing. So my mom went when I was 2 weeks past due, and so that's really dangerous. So I'm glad that everything worked out for you, Pearl. I'm so happy. Let's see. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. And everybody was like, thank goodness. Lady said, yeah, I know. We were like very much relieved. Trust me. We were very, very much relieved. The next day when Grace went into labor, it was very early. I don't want to get into detail for that because I think you guys understand how babies are born. The one thing I'll say, and it was probably the hardest I could tell. Oh, add. All right, I know some of you guys got ads, so I paused there. But what I wanted to say about the delivery is it was probably the hardest one that Grace has gone through. And for me, as the father and her husband, it was the hardest one that I've gone through. And it's one of those things where I'll just say this much, pregnancies are very difficult to begin with. And more than that, it got a kayak in a US bank. I don't think you have to watch the whole thing unless it made you. But anyways, Pregnancies can be very unpredictable. They can be dangerous. They can go super smooth. You know, some women have super smooth pregnancies, and you know, even though yes, they have their back pain and they have their like lower back, like everything, right? Like still feel that those normal pains and aches. The baby and them get through the pregnancy and the delivery fairly smooth. So this was one of those times where it was a little bit harder, a little bit more stressful on both Grace's side and the baby side. For us, real talk, and I know it sounds very cliche because everybody says it, or a lot of people say it. We were never about like wanting a boy or a girl. We were just so much about wanting a healthy baby. And so for us, that's been the challenge. You know, the baby's okay, Grace is okay, but it's been a different experience this time around than with our kids. You know. So, you know, it's one of those things where we just say, like, if you're pregnant or planning on having a child, just take care of yourself as best as possible. Can't really predict what's going to happen. You really can't. You can't control a lot of things. But give your kid the best chance to be healthy. Give yourself the best chance to have a great delivery, a healthy delivery. But I'll just say this much right now. I'm incredibly thankful for the doctors and the nurses at that birthing center. They were incredible, and they forever have my heart, my gratitude, my appreciation as a husband, as a father, and as a human being, because I know doctors get paid a lot, nurses get paid a lot, or at least that's what we all say, right? Which they do. They get paid great salaries, but I feel like sometimes, you know, they deserve more. Honestly, like, you know, and to me, like I'm so happy that everything worked out. Like, and that Grace is here, the baby's here. You guys saw the babies over there kicking and crying and all that. And, you know, we're just so blessed. And yeah, we're just really, really happy. But other than that, like, you know, the next day we just spent with the baby. I tried to make sure that Grace was eating as much as she could. You know, she was trying to eat the hospital food, and I brought her tons of snacks. Oh, babe, I brought you like a bunch of candy, Danishes, all these different things, right? So, you know, it was one of those things where we were just trying to like relax, make the best of it. It's crazy because with our first two kids, and I'm going to say what's up to Carla and Kiko and the Universal Hector. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to ring the cowbell really quietly because the baby's right over there. And, you know, thank you so much. Universal Hector said blessings. Thank you so much. And we really, really appreciate all your guys' support. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. But yeah, like we just wanted to relax as much as we could. It was impossible because we had this brand new little baby, but we just made the best of it. I brought the kids, and it was like the best. Like Avery had such a beautiful reaction. They both did. They both reacted like the way you would want your kids to react to meet their new sibling. Tears were had, hugs were had. It was an incredibly emotional experience. But yeah, it's just, you know, we're thankful that, you know, the delivery went through and we, you know, Grace is fine. The baby's fine. That night, we only stayed one night, huh, babe?
Yeah.
After you gave birth, right? So it was Friday. We stayed Friday night. We got a chance to come home Saturday, but Friday night was the beginning, guys. So it was the beginning of what we've been going through in the last 2 weeks. But before I get more into that, I want to read what Mandarino Adventure said. She said, you know what, let me highlight some of this stuff. Since I have the feature, might as well. Let's see here. And thank you so much, Mia. I saw Mia saying, you know, hit that like button. We appreciate you, Mia. Oh my gosh, what's the chat here? Sometimes I don't like the way this chat looks. Oh, okay, there you go. She said, I almost died, but I had a C-section. Yeah, and so the reason I wanted to highlight this is because I want you guys to understand that labor delivery is no joke, you know, and if you know a woman in your life who's had a baby, especially somebody who's super close to you, somebody you love, cherish, give them a hug, give them a kiss, tell them how thankful you are, tell them that they're badass, tell them that they're the best. You know, because honestly, I feel so humble. Every single time she's had a kid, it's humbled me so much. I'm like, I don't go through half of that stuff that she went through that night. And, you know, I'm thankful to have her, have the baby. And so, yeah, you know, it's a hard journey for a lot of women. And it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. Let's see here. Carlin Kiko said, so glad Grace and Ariel are doing great now. Yes, they're doing great, and they've been doing great. So it's awesome. We're so happy. Carlin Kiko said, sending you all the hugs. Lady Sid said, aw, so sweet. Hey, Maddie, thank you so much for being here with us. I like the Hello Kitty pic that you have. It looks pretty cool. It's like, yeah, I believe so. But it looks, the Hello Kitty thing looks neon almost. It looks really cool. I'm like, I don't know, I'm stuck for that. Did you film any of the meetup with the kids and Ariel? Did I, Bam? I might have, but I might have not. Grace and I have always been really big on, it's funny because we document a lot of stuff, but when we're not documenting for YouTube, sometimes we just don't even document it because we kind of want to live in the moment. Like, you know what I mean? When you go to a concert and you're doing this, you know, but I'm hoping I did. I think that's one of those times where I really hope I didn't just put the phone to the side and like, you know, because I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure. If not, then, if not, we have pictures. Yeah, I know we have pictures. We got Crystal and Chris. It said, hi, friends. Going to have to catch the replay. Happy Friday, everyone. And they've been members for 6 months. Guys, we hope that you have a fun night out. Have a great time. We hope that you have a safe, fun night out. And yeah, we hope you enjoy the replay. You know, guys, you already know Crystal and Chris. Check them out. We always have fun time over there in their channel. And, you know, we do nothing but support them. They've been nothing but supportive of us, the babies. So we love them. Hope you guys have a good one. Be safe and have a great weekend. I'm sure we'll see you guys live this weekend at some point. We got Arlene in the house. She said, baby Ariel is beautiful. Glad mama is doing well and getting all that rest. Yes, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. It really means a lot. I know Grace really appreciates it. Trust me, guys, we're going through right now. And so, like I said, I'll get into more of the last 2 weeks here being at home. Crystal and Chris said, sending you all the love and healing vibes. And they send you a heart hand. Thank you guys. Honestly, appreciate you guys. Honestly, we really, really do. I know we like to play around a lot with you guys and mess around, but we really, really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Mia Leah said, I wish I could stay, but heading to an event now. I hope you all have a wonderful night and the rest of your weekend. I'll watch the replay. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much, Mia. Give each other a group hug for us, guys, on behalf of all of us. All you guys, when you meet up, when you see each other, just be like, this is for Gio and Grace too, and the baby Ariel, and Dominic and Avery, I guess too. But yeah, we hope you guys have a fun one. You honestly enjoy life. Enjoy life. Life is beautiful. Honestly, enjoy it. This is good stuff to know ahead of time. If Sith and I are blessed with any kiddos, going for the hospital freaks me out the most. Yes, and this is a big reason why I kind of wanted to do this live, is because everything is still so fresh that I feel like it's probably the best time to talk about it. And I have Grace right over there who can, you know, kind of like fill in if I miss anything, or come over here and smack me in the back of the head if I say anything dumb, which is good. Not beatbox, just cranberry juice. No beatbox tonight. Let's see here. Oh, we got Park and Sip in the house. What's up, Bacon? Guys, if you guys get an ad, let me know. I'm trying to like make sure I pay attention to that, but at the same time, I'm forgetful. All right. So what up, fam? Nice beard, homie. Oh, that's another thing. Yes. So I've been trying to shave for like weeks now, but ever since the baby was born, I'm tired, guys. I hop in the shower and I'm like, usually I would shower and shave, like, that's like kind of my thing. Now I'm just like, I shower and I get out and I'm like, either I'm going to lay down, help Grace with the baby, wash dishes, go to the store. A lot of times I take a shower and then I like going to the store because I don't know. I never want to be like a stinky grocery shopper, I guess. I don't know. So it's been rough. So I was like, you know what? For the winter, because it's still technically the winter, I figured I'd grow out the beard. I know it's not even Grace's favorite. It's really not even my favorite, to be honest with you. I like doing the goatee thing better, but every once in a while this hits. Mia said, of course. What's one thing that you must take to the hospital or you wish you would have taken for both Gio and Grace? I think we did a pretty good job this time, huh, babe? Okay, so I think this is more like a comfort thing. Like, you don't necessarily have to take it, but I wish I could have took like a small blanket and pillow, like my own blanket and pillow, because since it does take a long time, It would have been nice to just have my own stuff because the ones that they have there are not the most comfortable. Now, I also don't know if they're gonna allow me to bring in a blanket and a pillow. Like that's the thing. So I didn't even try it out. One thing that I took with me for myself as, you know, a husband or somebody who's going to be there for support, because trust me, there's people who go in to support people who are not spouses. Sometimes it's family members, or friends. I took a battery backup. So I took our Mophie battery backup. So when the batteries on my phone started dying and, you know, or the tablet, like I was able to plug it into the battery backup. The reason that I like the one that I took is because it's kind of like a fast charging one. So it charges like a phone, like a couple phones, probably like 3 phones fully and pretty quickly. So that's one thing I would definitely recommend. Also, plenty of snacks. That's one thing that I would absolutely take is plenty of snacks. I took Grace so many snacks, and I think she ate maybe like a couple of things because she was just so tired, busy. They brought her hospital food, and we're not wasteful, so we would try to make sure that she ate the hospital food. If you know,
actually, I mean, obviously, hospital food is not the greatest, but
no,
it actually wasn't that terrible.
The fish was good.
Yeah, they had like
the fish was good.
It was like fish. It wasn't fish and chips, but it was like fish,
like a baked crusted fish,
yeah,
with like broccoli on the side and cauliflower. Yeah,
rice pilaf.
It was good.
And I didn't try it with the tartar sauce, but the fish alone.
The breakfast sucked though. I hated the breakfast. It was the worst.
There was one day I had French toast and that was decent, but there was no syrup, so.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that, so I don't even, I couldn't even tell you. They brought us to breakfast on accident, and they were like, "Oh, well, you can have it,"
when she was born.
Yeah, when she was born.
Really, she was born though.
Right when breakfast was being served.
What they say? Food service. Food service. I'm going that right now.
Yeah. That was funny. So they left it outside, like of the room.
And then somebody else came and brought more.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And so they're like, "Well, you hold on."
Wow, that's a lot of ads.
Yeah, this is a long one. What? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to see if I can just take off the ads, if possible. Okay, there you go. All right, so I changed the ad settings, friends. Let me know if you guys can see me. I changed the ad settings. So the ads, I'm hoping that the ads will be less frequent. Yeah, I'm hoping that they'll be less frequent. So I apologize about that. At the end of the day, like this is something that we're doing because it helps the channel, and it really does help kind of get us a little bit more out there, which is obviously what we want to do. We want to bring in as much friends as possible. But if it's really sucking up the experience, we'll dial it back. I went in right now and I dialed it back a little bit because my number one goal, Grace's number one goal, anytime we go on live, is for it to be a fun experience, not to be this experience that's stressful or irritating. So right now, I feel like what I'm talking about is really interesting and really informative. And I really want you guys to have the possibility of being able to hear it uninterrupted as much as possible. So once again, I did lower the amount of advertisements. Hopefully, that's what it says. So, I'm trusting YouTube, but we'll see right now. We'll see. But Grace was talking about how the food wasn't too bad. And, we got an extra breakfast because they brought in the breakfast during the time that she was like having the baby. So they brought her a fresh one. I had the other one, but the breakfast was probably the worst thing that we had. But I brought a lot of food. Babe, what is something you wish you would have brought?
I feel like we did a good job of maybe I would have brought less stuff. Like I had packed some stuff for myself, but I didn't even use it.
So, this is no hate to anybody. Everybody has, different things that they need for themselves, for their comfort, for themselves, for them. Yeah. And I know Grace was watching a lot of like get ready, to go to the hospital kind of videos, like what you should take. And Grace had been there twice already. We've done this twice. And a lot of people were saying like makeup hair curling irons, like hair straighteners, like all these like different outfits and stuff. And don't get me wrong, there might be people who have that time and are able to do that. But I know with like the way that we've always looked at it, and it's not that I can't support her. I could definitely hold on to the baby so she can go do her makeup and do her hair. That's not an issue to me. But she doesn't. She was like, I remember when she would see those videos, she'd be like, I'm gonna take a curling iron. I'm gonna take a hair straightener. Like, come on, I'm not gonna have time for that. And literally, guys, it feels that way. So, if anything, like Grace's kind of like her advice is take less. Take exactly what you need. For us, we took a little. Like, I think she might have took like something else just in case. Like, but it worked out. It worked out.
I took an extra set of clothes just in case. We had to stay in the hospital like a day longer.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I had Avery, we stayed a couple of days past. Just because they're just making sure we're both okay.
Yeah.
But I was thankful that you brought snacks. I think that was one thing that I would definitely recommend is, especially if you have your partner with you, like definitely think of taking some snacks and drinks.
I like taking Gatorade. I like taking soda. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know soda's not healthy, but I like something with caffeine and sugar because in those times where you're really tired, as the spouse at least, you need that. Even for Grace, like they gave her like a little mini can of soda just to kind of get everything, like kind of going, which is kind of cool, Obviously they didn't give her a whole like can. It was like literally one of the mini cans. So I like taking drinks. Like we've always been a big drink family. Like as far as like if you go in our fridge, especially after we go shopping, you'll see like 2 or 3 different types of juices. You'll see maybe like some diet soda, maybe some like Gatorades here and there, water bottles all over the place. We love drinking water. So let's see. Oh, Pearl, you're so nice. There should be more men like Gio. I don't know. Should there be more men like Babe? Would you wish that upon the world?
No.
Look, I appreciate it. I don't always feel like I was good at this, but I feel like this time around, and me and Grace have talked about this. I think she kind of agrees that it just has come more easier to me and more natural to do certain things for her. And and I love her. I love the baby. I love the kids. And so, I've been trying to like just pitch in more. And I'm not a perfect person, trust me. Especially with like the first 2 babies, I would get really overwhelmed. And sometimes I just wouldn't even know how to help. And Grace did a lot. Like I would say she did a lot. But I think with this time, I've been trying to do more. And like I mentioned, we're going to keep talking about kind of some of the stuff that we've been doing. But thank you so much. Parton said my facial hair looks like I ordered it from Wish. No, Bacon. No, dude. Your facial hair looks cool too, bro. Pearl said, you look good with the beard. Thank you so much, Pearl. Honestly, Grace, what do you think? Do I look good with the beard?
Yeah, you did.
Or do you like the goatee better?
I like it either way, but I prefer the goatee.
I think I like the goatee just because it does. I like this. I don't think this looks bad. I just feel like every time I do this, or like it just kind of starts like my facial hair is very thick, and so it just like it's very irritating. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
But yeah, back to what Pearl said. Of course, I'm thankful for you, and I don't need more Geos like a man like you.
Oh my gosh, you don't need more Geos, and we got enough.
I
just need you to. Let's see. Bacon said, the breakfast was so good at the hospital where Squish was born, they let us order pizza straight to the room. I don't think they would have stopped us from doing that. I don't think they would have delivered it to the room. I think I could have probably gone outside the birthing center.
Yeah,
probably picked it up.
Probably not anymore. Just because of COVID and just how things are.
That is very true.
Like the baby had like a security device on her.
That is very true. They were very strict about who was coming in and out, which is good. I had to have my wristband on the whole time Grace was in the hospital. So even when I took a shower, I had to be very careful with it. They issued a wristband to my mom, and I meant to tell my mom, like, don't take it off because you need it to be able to come back and visit. There's only 2 visitors allowed, and you and my brother are one of them. And All right. Sorry, I paused for you guys. I saw that ad coming. But yeah, what was I saying right now? Oh yeah. My mom took off the wristbands that they gave her. Another ad with the option to skip. Awesome. That's what we like. At least let you guys skip it, right? But yeah, no. So my mom probably took off the wristband. I never told her she could come back. I was like, it's probably best you don't come back anyways. Like, a lot of people getting sick, and don't worry about it. You came once. You're good. You're good. But they're very, very, very strict about that, which is good. But yeah, the food was not the best at our hospital. Not the breakfast, at least. I felt like Grace's fish was bomb. I'm actually still thinking about it. Pearl said, y'all rock. Thank you so much, Pearl. You rock too. Park and Sip said, about to roll to some random event. I'll check back when I get there. Love y'all. Love you too, man. Have a safe drive.
Going to the same one as CNC and Mia?
I don't know. Were we all supposed to go to that event? Did we miss the memo? I'm just kidding. We got JG Voyages in the house. That's the cowbell now. I don't want to scare the baby.
Hi, Jackie and George. No, she doesn't care.
What?
Dominic and Avery are louder than that.
Oh, I was like, Jackie doesn't care?
No.
Hi, Jackie and George. She doesn't care. I'm like, what? You're mad at Jackie?
No.
What's up, Chilo? We're going camping, Chilo. I'm telling you, dude. Just get ready in like a year or two.
We have a whole 2 years.
We have 2 years to plan it out, Chilo. Every time I see you and I see Dee's name, I'm like, you know what? We're going to go to the woods. You know what? Let's go to Alaska. Let's go camping in Alaska. Would you guys like that? Our Jurassic Chaos, Gio and Grace exclusive Alaskan camping trip. Really? I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. Pearl said the baby might not like the beard. I think the baby probably won't. Unless she's just like grabbing me by the beard.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you shave it, she might not recognize you.
Chilo said, we got an awesome congratulations lunch/dinner for Obi and Rex. How come they didn't do that for us? Or for you? It didn't even have to be for me. That's awesome, dude. Honestly, that's one thing that I'm like, women, they should give them the option of like ordering something that they like. They should give them like a menu where they can like, oh, you can order, from this menu. We're going to bring it to you. Like, I think that would be awesome if more hospitals did that, right? Like, because
obviously we never give birth on like a special holiday or anything like that. But I remember my mom used to tell me since I was born on Father's Day, they gave her apple cider.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was the same hospital.
I want some apple cider.
Yeah. That hospital
doesn't
whiskey anymore, but. Yeah.
That's cool. I'm not gonna front. Like, even a little something, it sounds awesome. Like, it really does. George said, how are the kids adapting to Ariel? That's a great question. So the first day that they met, which was on Friday, super happy. Like I mentioned a little earlier in the live stream that they were just emotional. Avery was feeling it. It was the most beautiful thing in the world. Now they're adapting pretty good because they're a lot older, dude, and they're just going to school still. They didn't miss any school. It was still winter break for them. And it was weird because a lot of other kids had already gone back, but for them, it was still winter break. So when they went back, which is on a Tuesday, we had the baby on Friday, got home on Saturday. Tuesday was our first day back at school. It just worked out. We just took them to school. I've been taking them to school. Grace, really, literally today was the first day Grace drove because I had to go to work. But I've been getting up. Actually, you know what? I dropped them off today. You picked them up. That's the difference. So they've had kind of like that similar routine where they get dropped off, like they get picked up, they come home. We've always asked them to take a bath right when they get home because, how like kids get sick, and it's been like that for a long time, obviously ever since the pandemic, that we've asked them anytime they get home, please just go straight to the shower, like first you and then you, kind of thing. So that way, in case there's anything like any germs or anything that they need to like kind of like get off of their body, their clothes, they can. So they've had that same routine. They get home, they do that. They have their same homework routine. So they sit down after they have their snack, same snack routine. They start doing their homework. They complain like always. I mean, sometimes they don't, which is kind of cool. Like Avery sometimes will sit down and she's just done. Sometimes even Dominic. But the only difference is we're tired, guys. So that first night, and this kind of, I guess, goes hand in hand with this. That first night at the hospital was hard. But then when we got back home, we knew that the first night at home was going to be hard too. But every single night has been a little challenging, depending on what's going on. So the first couple of nights, Grace was sleeping 1 to 2 hours a night, and I was sleeping about 3 hours to 3 hours and a half a night. So I was getting a little more. I was basically getting double the sleep that she was, basically, and I was still only sleeping 3 hours. We decided to, because Grace was, hold on. So initially, I just want to check in with Grace, but initially she was nursing exclusively. So now we got bottles, so I could bottle feed too. So Grace, because she wanted to, those first couple of days to just get her used to it, get her used to the process of eating, feeding. And then after a couple of days, we invested in the bottles. And so that was a way for me to be able to help her out. So now, we're hoping that the kids get more energy out of us during the day. That's been the hardest part to adapt to for them, is that we feel so sleepy all the time. Dominic and Avery constantly ask me if I can play Switch with them or play Fortnite. I've had to say no pretty much most of the time because I'm tired, guys. I'm trying, but I'm super tired. The days that I was off, I was dropping the kids. This is the routine that we ended up getting into. Basically what I would do is Grace would feed her around 8 to 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes we'd be watching a live stream or watching something and Grace would be like, you know what, the baby's asleep, I'm gonna go lay down. So then she'd go and lay down, and so for me, I would stay up to do the next feeding. So like 2 hours later, I'd go and wake up the baby, I'd change her diaper if she needed it, and then in that meantime I'm getting her milk ready, and then I bring her over here. And I'd literally be watching like Kuzi P live, like playing video games or whatever. And I'm having her like right here. I bottle feed her and burp her, do all that, put her back to bed. It takes about 30 to 35, 40 minutes to do all that. I wait another 2 hours. So that way Grace can have extra sleep. So basically my goal every night is to give Grace at around 6 hours of sleep. Because I feel like with 6 hours of sleep, like most of us are capable of doing a lot. So there's been a couple nights where I would go to sleep anywhere between 2 to 3 in the morning. And so I would stay awake because I tell Grace all the time, if I go to sleep, it is incredibly hard for me to wake up like on my own. It's just way too hard. Like I would rather not. Like I would rather just stay up, I told her. So what I was doing is I was staying up that late. Then that like last feed that I would do around 3 in the morning-ish, right, Grace? Yeah. Like around 2, 3 in the morning, I would go back to the room. I would put Grace's alarm on for 2 hours after that. I would get in bed, and then that was like me clocking out. But then like 3 hours later, I had to be up to take the kids to school. So it's like I would still be up. But the cool thing is I would go drop off the kids. I would come back, and I would just go lay down again. And Grace would be, cool with it. She wouldn't give me a hard time. I could go to sleep from like, I think yesterday I got home at 9. Right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I laid down at 9 in the morning. I got home like around 8. We made breakfast, went and laid down, and I slept from like 9 till like noon, 11:30, 12, around there. And it was like my way of making that up. But it's my way like of being able to, how do I say it? To be able to balance it. Like, it works more for me if I can stay up later and help her out versus waking up super early for me. And I know for her, she's not much of a wake up in the morning kind of person either. But I think like with Grace, it's like, well, if I get sleep, then I'm good, like I'm good. And those first couple of nights, guys, like I would say the first 3 nights were so damn hard. One night she did sleep pretty well, but the other nights she was like, it felt like we couldn't console her. She was waking up a lot. She would fall asleep in our arms, put her down, start crying. Like, it became one of those things where we're like, yes, you should put them down, give them a chance to kind of calm down, but you do have to pick them up because they're still so small. Like, it's not like a 3-year-old where you're like, okay, you got to start winding down. They're still like, she was very, very small. So we really, really, it wasn't easy. So once we started doing the bottle thing, it's still not easy, guys, but it's a lot easier. Last night was the first time we switched it up in 2 weeks, or around 2 weeks, where I needed to go to bed earlier, and I needed to wake up about as early as I could because I had to go back to work today. So I decided to go back on a Friday versus go back on a Monday because I feel like it'd be much harder for me to start on a Monday and get like used to the whole week of working. I figured I'd kind of like start on a Friday, get my feet wet, and all that good jazz. But so yeah, today was the first day I went back to work. I didn't get very much sleep. So it's one of those things where it's like, this is how it is. Like, Grace was like, if you really feel like you can't, like just stay home, and I appreciated that. I even thought about it, to be completely honest with you. That's how tired I was. But I ended up going anyways. And, I drank 3 cups of coffee and all that. But, my biggest worry too was that Grace was not going to be able to like, I don't know, that she was going to need help, like, especially because we have Mochi. And so I don't know. I was afraid that she might need some help. We got Shady Lady P in the house. What's up, Paula? And then just kind of a reminder, guys, we did introduce the baby. I introduced her right at the beginning of the stream. So if you're just joining us and you want to meet the baby, if you want to meet Ariel, just go back to the beginning of the stream, and she should be in there in the first like 10 minutes of the stream. So she's hanging out with me. But if you're just joining us right now, sorry about that. We got an ad. But yeah, if you're just joining us right now, we appreciate it. Like I mentioned, I'm just kind of talking about some of the experiences that we've had over the last couple of weeks. Let me go ahead and go back into the chat. I don't want to like ignore you guys or anything like that. Let's see. JG Voyage just said Alaska. We waited to go camping with Rex because he was wild. Kuzi P said Alaska vlog would be lit. Kind of go back to this one. Yes, you definitely want to make sure that, because it could get pretty scary camping. Like where we would go camping, there'd be snakes and a lot of craziness. So yeah, definitely want to be careful. And real quick, just to go back to this one. Yes, I think I might have mentioned a couple weeks ago that I've been watching a lot of Alaska survival blogs and just people who live in Alaska, and I find it incredibly interesting. It's probably something I'll never do, but who knows? Bucket list item, maybe do it for, like I said, do it for the content, right? Because Kuzi P said the Alaska vlog would be lit. Can you imagine me and Grace in Alaska, like just trying to survive?
Me, I'm in a t-shirt and you're all bundled up.
70 degrees sometimes still cold to me, so I don't know. Now we'll stay in Japan. Hey, I think you guys mentioned, did you mention that you guys are going to Japan? Because if you are, that's amazing, and we hope you have a great time. That is awesome. That's bucket list for us. That's like, Japan is like number 1 on our list. So, oh man, that is awesome. Chilo said Alaska camping trip would be amazing. Love nature. Honestly, dude, every time I watch one of those videos and I just see like the landscape and the trees and the snow and all that, I always think to myself, like, that would be awesome. Like, that would be cool. I don't know if I could live out there, but to visit, to camp, that would be amazing. Let's see here. Pearl said, yes, germs from school. Yeah, we got to keep conscious of that because, kids come in contact with other kids and it happens. Mandarino said, maybe too much information, but more sleep for Grace, better milk production. Also, did you know that evening milk got natural melatonin? So if you pump and save PM milk, it will help for sleeping the baby.
I didn't know.
I had no idea.
It makes sense.
You think so? Yeah. I had no idea. I had no idea. That's pretty interesting. That's crazy. I'm all.
I hope that's,
I hope so. I hope that works. We're going to test that theory out.
Because I feel like kind of makes sense. Because she does sleep a little bit longer stretches. Well, like obviously like 2-3 hours stretches at night.
When I give her the bottle, because she eats so fast, we've been talking a lot about this. I feel like she knocks out too. Like I feel like because I have the bottle feeder, I can't breastfeed her, but like she just knocks out because all that milk, I feel like she just chugs it. And granted, you know, I try to make sure that she doesn't eat it too fast. I put her at an incline so to make sure she doesn't choke or anything like that. But after that, I was telling Grace, after I bottle feed her, like she goes to sleep like that. The hardest part about her though is to burp her. Like I'm trying to burp her, and she'll burp like little burps, but then she won't burp until you move her. Like you have to kind of like manipulate her, pick her up, walk with her, and then she'll burp. So, like one of the other days, like not to give you too much information, but I was like I burped her. I thought she was good, and I carried her, and she spit up so much. It wasn't throw up; it was spit up, but it was so much, and I was like, oh my gosh, Ariel. And she was knocked out at that time, so like it woke her up and everything, and I ended up having to change her and everything. It's been so much fun, but it's tiring, guys. I'm like literally running on like 4 hours of sleep more or less right now, but this is kind of like what I'm trying to get used to. Even though it kind of gets me grumpy sometimes, like I still feel like, well, I mean, I gotta get used to this. I really do. I gotta get used to this.
It's not gonna last forever, but
it's
I
not.
Don't want you to be tired.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, great. Like I told Grace, like text me when I get to work. If I don't text you, I go because I don't know, like if I don't want to doze off. And she was like, don't go to work, like just don't go, like call out, whatever. I was like, no, I can't, because chances are that when I go back to work next week, I'm gonna be tired too, and I'm not gonna be able to just be like, nah, Mr. and Mrs. Groot said we'll be going again in 9 months. Honestly, I bet you those 9 months cannot come quick enough, can they? That's awesome. Congratulations. I really hope that we can, do that Japan trip. Probably, I don't think it's going to happen next year or this year for sure. But I'm hoping in 2 years when the baby's like 2 to 3 years old, if we can afford it and we can plan it out, I would love to go to Japan. There's a bunch of places that we want to visit, but that's definitely one of them. Thank you so much, Paulo. We got 32 likes. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. So how's the ad situation been? Has it been less ads? Let me know in the chat, because that's interesting. That was interesting. Oh, this is actually something that we're just watching a cruise to Alaska as well. I much rather cruise to Alaska than camping. Rumor has it that they're national bird mosquitoes.
Yeah, I heard the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of mosquitoes out there. I can imagine. Yeah. There's a lot of rats, which is crazy to me. A lot of rats, apparently. But yeah, we would love to go on an Alaska cruise. We didn't want to at first. We were very much against it, but we saw somebody who went on an Alaska cruise earlier last year, and they put out the video recently, and we kind of fell in love. Like the natural beauty of it was incredible, and that's one of the ones that Grace said that. Well, Grace said, I said that if we were to do, we had to do it like alone. Like it's way too romantic. Like you have to do that with your significant other. Like
yeah, I definitely have changed my mind on going to or doing an Alaskan cruise. Before I was like, no way. Yeah, no. Now I think that after seeing that vlog yesterday, I would do it. But I would do it at the time that they said. I think they said June to August.
June to like August, because they said that's when it was the weather. Yeah. The thing that impressed me is that even though it was kind of a bummer for them, the thing that impressed me is they didn't get too close to the iceberg, because since it was like a certain weather pattern, they didn't want to risk it. And so I thought that was cool. I'm like, okay, yeah, it sucks. You're paying for that experience, but you don't want to put your life at risk just to see an iceberg, like it's not worth it. So that kind of put me at ease too. It's like, I don't know. I always feel weary about like going on a cruise, but shout out to Bacon. I know he's not in the chat right now, but last year we had talked about doing a cruise. I'm sorry, not last year, but in 2022, we had talked about doing a cruise in the summer of 2023. So it would have been last summer, but neither of us we couldn't work it out. So, but if that was the case, you guys would have saw a lot of Park and Sip and Gio and Grace cruise content. That would have been so awesome. Hopefully next year, though, we can. Mandarin said, I'll send you info about bottle theme. I found it because my sis is having a baby in March. So I'm like researching all the baby stuff. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, like we always try to stay as aware as possible. But yeah, sometimes, you learn things that you might have not known before it happens. It happens to all of us. All right. So this is what I want to know. Chilo said, I got an ad when I joined, but none after. Awesome. Not too many ads before, so it's much better. Yes, as it had before, so much better. Awesome. Mandarino said, goal is to go on Alaska cruise. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. After we saw that video, we're like, you know what? We have to go on Alaska cruise too. So I want to do something a little special for you guys right now. Everybody who's here, you know, usually when you have a baby, you will hand out a cigar if it's a boy, right? We had a girl. We're not going to hand out a cigar. I think you can hand out a cigar even if it's a girl, right? Am I tripping? Let me see here. So
it's been a while since that tradition.
I know it's been a minute, huh?
I've seen that tradition.
Give me 1 second, guys. I want to do something special for you guys who are in the chat, so make sure you guys don't go anywhere right now so you don't miss out. Let's see. I'm not used to this computer. Why is it going so slow?
I want to say hi to Henry.
What's up, Henry? Let's play Fortnite. Hope you're doing well, friend. Shout out to the fam bam. All right. Let's see. So thank you, everybody who's here right now. I wanted to do this for you guys. I wanted to gift a couple memberships tonight to bring more people into the family, into the fold, because we love you guys, and all the support that you guys give us has been absolutely amazing. Real quick, I do want to say what's up to Spine Ticks. We got Spine Ticks in the house. Check out Spine Ticks every Saturday night, as I mentioned earlier. We love hanging out with them. But yes, we wanted to go ahead and gift a couple memberships. It's kind of like our way of handing out, you know, those cigars, I guess, like to celebrate. But we want to welcome back to the Mandarino Adventures. We got Mia Leah. We got Park and Sip. We got Part of Rosa's World and Doom Boogie. Welcome back to the Cowbell fam. We're going to ring that cowbell. It's only right? So, you know, we are so happy to have you guys as part of our subscribers. Even if you don't have a membership, believe it or not, like, you are just as valuable and just as loved and valued and cherished here at this channel. Memberships, like I said, are just this fun thing that we really, really wanted to do since we became YouTube partners. And it's something that we wanted to make it as fun, as interactive, as great as possible. So we the more the merrier. So we're bringing all you guys along with us, and you guys are, you know, new to the family, some of you, and some of you are continuing on with us, and we really, really appreciate it. We're so excited. And you guys can now use the baby Ariel emoji, and you can also use the baby Grogu Valentine's emoji. And oh my gosh, I guess it's gonna keep going. Let's ring the cowbell. We got Koozie P gifting 5 Cowbell fan memberships. Thank you so much, Koozie. Koozie. We got an ad. Yeah, we got an ad. Sorry. So, Koozie, we just want to say thank you so much, man. We love you so much. And honestly, dude, keep killing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Koozie recently passed over 500 subscribers. Right now, he's trying to get to 1K. Not only is he trying, he will get to 1K. If you guys are watching this live stream right now and you like video games or just entertaining banter in general, anything interesting, make sure you check out our friends Koozie P. And then also, you got to check out Henry, Rugari21. He also plays Fortnite Live. He actually plays Fortnite Live. Sorry. And it's amazing. He's an amazing player. We play at least once a week together. So it's been so much fun. But yes, thank you so much, Koozie. Koozie, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Let's see who got a membership or is coming back to us. We got Pearl. Let's ring the cowbell for Pearl. We got our Jurassic Chaos D. We got It's Me Jedi. We got Jocelyn and Ada Colon. Congratulations and welcome to the Cowbell fam. We call it a fam because that's what it is. It's a family here. And we appreciate you guys being with us, having those emojis. You have all the access to all those cool emojis, the cowbells, the let's go, meet me in the let's go. We also have the Team Geo, Team Grace emoji. So you guys have access to all of that now. So congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Let me go back into the agenda. Let me see if there's anything missed. Oh, what's up, Tanya?
Hi, Tanya.
Tanya. Let me ring the cowbell for Tanya. Let's see. She said, hi, Gio and Grace and everyone in the chat. Tanya, we just want to say also a special thank you. You have been incredible during the whole time that Grace was pregnant. Just your support, your love, like, the messages, everything you've done for us, the gifts, everything like means so much to the both of us. And trust me, we talk about this and we're just so humbled. But thank you so much for being here tonight. We know that sometimes you can't, and we completely understand, and we know why. But we love you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for all the support. Really, honestly, we can't stress enough how everybody, guys, all of you guys made this pregnancy for Grace and made this experience for me as a father the best. Like, this was the funnest pregnancy, the most overwhelmed we would get, just so much messages, even when Grace went into labor, things like that, all that stuff. When the baby was born, like all the, messages, the congratulations is just overwhelming. But, everybody here has just been incredible. You guys are family, and thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much. And we are celebrating 7 months of membership for Raul, whoops. Why does it want me to remove you as a moderator? Raul, no, I'm just kidding. Actually, I was clicking in the wrong spot. Give me 1 second. Raul the doctor. Yes. Hold that thought. There you go. Raul the doctor. Celebrating 7 months of memberships. One of the OG Cowbell fan members. Man, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. And drop those cowbells for him. Drop all those awesome members only emojis. Oh, we even got the dough. I forgot about that. Dough. Let's see. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Mandarino said, y'all know my favorite emoji. I think I have an idea. I'm going to delete that emoji. No, I'm not going to. Kuzi's asked if, he said, are you still using the Chromebook? Yeah, unfortunately I am. And the reason I say unfortunately is because it's super slow. It doesn't have a lot of memory. Definitely not built for the things that I want to do, but we make it work. That's the thing, is where there's a will, there's a way. And so we're always going to try to figure it out for you guys. But my hope is in the next 2 to 3 months to upgrade my MacBook and get maybe a MacBook Pro, or even get a used one. I don't even care at this point, as long as it works. Henry said, let's do it. That's right. Let's go. All right. And thank you guys. Honestly, those of you saying thank you to you. And those of you who got one from Kuzi, please just let him know thank you, because Kuzi's been nothing but supportive of this channel. Honestly, we really, really appreciate it. Let's see here. He even said, I'll match that. Come on, bro. You're amazing, dude. And honestly, bro, it's everything. You're just an amazing person in general. You're just so cool, dude. We really appreciate you. I wish I could be as cool as you. Let's see here. And once again, Tanya said, muchas felicidades with Ariel's arrival. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's just been so crazy, but we're so happy that we can share it with you guys. Honestly, that's been the best part, is being able to bring you guys along with us. It's been special. Right now it's 8:35. So we're going to go in the Q&A portion in 1 second. I know Ariel is taking a little nap. So I want Grace to be able to be somewhere around here to answer some of these questions. I don't know if she's ready to be on camera right now, but...
Do you want me to take the baby over there?
Do you want to come over here and bring her for a little bit? Let's do it. Guys, put the baby Ariel in the chat if you guys want to see Ariel. Let's see. Let's bring her. Here, I'll let you sit in this chair, and I'll use the other chair. Oh, we got baby Ariel's in the chat. Let's go. You're all looking at the TV.
Yeah. That looks okay.
You look great. You look like a mother.
I look like a mother. I am a mother.
All right. So making her second appearance on our live stream, but this time she's fully knocked out. Let me go ahead and grab the chair. Not be too loud.
It's actually not even that cold in here, but since she took a bath not too long ago, I just want to keep her nice and warm.
Yeah, she's knocked out, guys, right now. But you want to try turning her just a little bit for a second? Just for a second. There you go, Libby. There you go. Get a little... So, like we mentioned, she was more awake and aware in the beginning of the live stream. So, guys, we want to once again introduce you. Those of you who are new to our channel, those of you who just joined us right now, this is Ariel Marina. And so we chose the name because it has a lot of significance and value to us. If you guys know, every time we go to Disneyland, DCA specifically, we get on the Little Mermaid ride at least one time. Usually we get on it more than once. But the reason that we do it is because it holds a lot of like happy memories for us. So every time we get on it, it's kind of like the we're here kind of feeling, you know, and we're just so happy every time we go. And you know, The Little Mermaid was a big part of Grace's life growing up. I loved watching it too when I was a kid. It was a great movie. So that's kind of where Ariel came from. And then the name Marina, kind of, we were looking through names and that's kind of a name that popped up, but we really liked it because it wasn't like too common.
And it also reminds us of Monterey.
Reminds us of Monterey, and it really deals with the ocean. It really has, it's something that deals with the ocean. So for us, it was kind of really cool because, you know, Ariel and then Marina, you know, like it kind of matches up and just sounded really beautiful to us. So that's how she got her name. And once again, I know that we didn't reveal her name for quite a while. It was no other reason, folks, and we wanted to be 100% sure with her name. And more than that, we just wanted it to be a surprise. We wanted the first time that we introduced you guys to her to be the first time you guys heard her name. That's kind of how we felt. We just, we didn't, I don't know. It was just such a fun thing for us to do. But we just want to say thank you to everybody, honestly. Let me go back into the chat. I know I probably missed a million different things, so I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Let's see here. Part of Rosa's World said, congratulations on the baby. Thank you so much, Rosa. We appreciate you being here tonight. Let's see. And if I am a little tongue-tied tonight, it's only because I'm only running on fumes of sleep. But I'm so happy to be here, honestly, regardless. Everybody's like, oh, the baby. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Hey, what's up, Liz? Thank you so much for being here tonight. Let's ring the cowbell for Liz. Usually I ring it a lot louder, but, you know, we're going to have to change it up for just a little bit.
She's knocked out, though. Honestly, I think she's getting used to how rowdy the kids can be sometimes. So
yeah, especially when they're playing Fortnite. They get really loud, really loud. Pearl said, oh, my goodness, baby Ariel does have a head of hair. Legit.
She does, yeah.
Like, legit. No bald spots or anything. It's awful. Like, my sister said that it looked like she had one of those, like, the Japanese kind of, like, haircuts, like the feathered haircuts. And honestly, it really does look like
she's
that.
Like I mean, obviously it's not Japanese, but she reminds me like a K-pop singer.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So she has, like, the feathered kind of, like, it looks so cute. Honestly, I love it. Tanya said, Diosito le bendiga, baby Ariel. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That means so much to us. Henry said, so adorable. Thank you so much, Henry. You're pretty adorable too, man. So don't talk yourself down, okay? Make sure that you put yourself in that list too.
He wasn't talking himself down.
He said, no. Kuzi said, so precious. Thank you so much, Kuz. Appreciate you.
I had something on my lip. I have no idea what it was.
Pearl said, so pretty.
Thank you.
You hear that, Ariel? She's like, I'm not that. You guys leave me alone.
She is what we coined her the grumpy chick.
She's a grumpy chick. She like if you change her diaper, she gets mad. The only person that she doesn't yell at is me. Everybody else, Grace. She is like, like she looks like she's about to like Super Saiyan up. Like she looks like she's about to do this, guys. Literally. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm probably gonna move it because it's gonna want to zoom in on its face.
I know.
Let's see. Pearl said, "Love Little Mermaid, one of my favorites." Same here. Definitely. So now every time we go on that ride, it's just gonna have even more significance for us. And the first time that we get a chance to take her on that ride, it's gonna be incredible. Isabel said, hello, Dominic, Avery, and Ariel.
Aww,
and the kids are doing their thing over there. We had Dominic over here for a little bit, but yeah, the kids are doing over there. Doing
hello
their thing.
Valentina.
Yes, absolutely. And shout out to the whole family.
No, just Valentina.
No, the whole family.
Just kidding.
Marina equals Marine. Mm-hmm. So yeah. And that's why we loved it. It's just different. My mom and Dominic had something to say about that. Dominic was like, that's the middle name? That's the one that you got. Aww, like he was all disappointed, and we're like, dude, like we like it. He's like, aww.
It's kind of close to the other name I wanted to choose, but you didn't want it.
I didn't want it because I just felt like it's kind of an overused one.
That's okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's true, right? Like,
Yeah.
isn't it used a lot? Like,
No, I'm not complaining about Marina, but
yeah. Avery liked it. I liked it. Grace liked it. So we were cool with it. But my mom said that it sounded like an old lady name.
Mm-hmm.
So we were laughing at that. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. I know. Let's see. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody's chat. Oh, Chilo said, "Hi, Ariel. Nice to meet you. She is adorable."
Thank you.
Kuzi said, "Gotta put a silencer on that cowbell."
All I could think of when he said that, oh, there's an ad. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, it just reminds me of GTA. My leg.
Pew pew.
Imagine you get banned for saying, "Oh my god."
What the heck? I just heard Dominic say, "Imagine if you get banned for saying, 'Oh my god.'" I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
Because they're saying, let me just say the F word right now.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
That's a
whoa,
little
whoa,
too much.
whoa. Let's see. Sorry, guys. And I'm gonna go back into the agenda that I wrote in 1 second.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, nothing. Papa. You're good. Just keep it
No,
down.
because my friends were saying stuff
Yes,
like, let me
we
just
heard.
say the F word.
Let me say what?
You don't.
Why are you guys even talking about that?
No, because
The perks of being a parent.
No, because because a girl saw a thing and said, make sure not to get banned from voice chat. Like, or don't do anything bad. And so one of the girls like, all right, or one of the boys is like, all right, I'm gonna say the F word.
Thank you for
That sounds like an interesting conversation there, son.
I'm like, whoa, what the?
Oops, what the heck did I do? All right, guys. Oh, wait. Okay, that's an old one, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
The chat. Oh, yeah, this chat is killing me, guys. Sorry. It's just this computer because it just takes forever to load. So it's like the chat is just backed up. Look at that. You see that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, huh? Sorry, guys. It's not your fault. It seems like lately we've been having more issues with technology than in the past. Oh my gosh. Yeah, friends. Unfortunately, if you do spam the chat, it is gonna time you out. We do have the bots on, so it will time you out. So just kind of like a heads up on that. But we just want to say hello to everybody and anybody who's joining us. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. But just be very, very careful and very cautious with the chat because it will time you out if it does see that you're trying to like spam or repeat a lot of the same things over and over again. Even if your intention is not to spam, it will do that, unfortunately. So just a heads up on that. But we want to say thank you and welcome to everybody here. Everybody's welcome here to our chat. All right. Let's see. Have I missed anything, babe? Did you see?
She's starting to get a little sweaty.
I think we're caught up for the most part. Let me see here. It just sucks. Like this computer is like super frustrating.
Oh, Ellie's in the chat.
There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. I knew we were gonna miss some stuff. Let's see. Let me go back up here. That's what I'm saying. It's like we need a state-of-the-art computer, Grace. All right. We got Ellie in the chat.
It's okay. She's still here.
Hi, friends. Miss me? Of course we do.
Yes.
I wasn't scheduled to work today, so yay, I'm here. I missed you. Yes, awesome. You know what? Welcome.
So glad
and
you didn't have to work.
Absolutely, it's always nice when you get a chance to have a time off. You know what I mean?
Especially
like
Friday.
heck yeah, and welcome. And we got baby Ariel in the house. Thank you so much for being
Isabel
here.
had said something before
Up here?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yes.
Grace, congratulations, Mama Bear.
Thank you, Isabel.
And trust
You're
me,
so sweet.
she is a Mama Bear. She definitely is.
Why is it? Because I'm furry like a bear?
It's because you're cute.
Thank you.
Rosa said, I gotta go, but pop in to say hi and thanks again for the gift and membership. Hey, anytime. I'm not sure if it was us or Kuzi. I think it was us though. Yes, but congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you so much. You know what's funny? Raul is Raul's a great friend of ours, and we love to talk, and every once in a while, especially on Fridays, we'll text a little bit, say hello to each other. That's friendship right there, guys. And but one thing about Raul, and I think a lot of you guys have heard about this, like dude has excellent luck, and so like scratchers and all that stuff. And so now recently I started buying scratchers just for the fun of it. I have like $2 left over, I'll go and I buy a scratcher. But I'll text him a photo usually, and he'll text me back like hey, good luck, buddy, or whatever, right? And for the most part, if I text him the picture and he's like, hey, good luck or whatever, I will win something. I will win like $5, $10, a free ticket. This last week, I bought a ticket and I was like, I got to text Raul, and I forgot. And I scratched it, and I didn't win anything.
No.
I didn't win anything.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
So the luck of the doctor is very, very real, guys. Very, very real. So yeah, you guys, if you want Raul's number, just let me know. I'm just joking.
Oh my gosh.
I'm joking.
Rose blocked.
Let's see. Spinetick said I was just making GTA AI images. Dude, those AI images are hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
do you remember that bear that they did? The one with the motorcycle?
Yeah,
I think it was like a bear.
gosh.
Oh my gosh, we were dying. It was like a
bear, the soldier.
It was like a patriotic bear holding something. I forgot what it was, but on the Spinetick's live stream, Saturday.
On this, what was it, like a snow?
It was a dog.
I don't remember exactly.
Oh, it was a dog sled, huh? Something
yeah, it was like it was a sled with a dog's head.
I don't remember. It was just so funny.
Oh,
it was just so funny. And so they were putting in different keywords into an AI generator, and some of the images that were being generated, like Grace and I were crying, laughing. It was so much fun. Oh, awesome. So far I only got one ad from earlier, so did on my end. Awesome. I'm so happy. We don't want it to be like that. Too much. Kuzi said there's something in the air. My computer keeps exploding too. Yeah, I know. Last night, right? I think initially, like all of a sudden, your live was like, what happened? But then it came back. That's luck, my friend.
You said hi to Kuzi last night?
I did.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I did. But I had to go to bed. I was so tired.
No, I wasn't sure what time he had started because it was like midnight-ish when I was watching. And then I was watching again towards the end of the stream, which I think ended around 4 a.m.
Oh, wait. No way. You
Yeah.
went live till 4 a.m., bro? Dang.
I believe so.
And Grace watched it?
Yeah.
Babe, no wonder you weren't going to bed. You're trying to pretend like you were feeding the baby, but in reality,
I was just watching Kuzi.
You just wanted to watch GTA 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you wanted?
That's fun.
All right, let's see here. Oh, Pearl, thank you so much. Spamming is when, some people do this on purpose and some people do it not understanding that that's what they're doing. So that's no big deal to us. But the spamming is when you like put something over and over again. So if you're like putting like, hi, which we've seen in other people's chats, it's happened in our chat sometimes. It could become kind of like troublesome for the chat. It's hard to read the chat. It's a lot of people like constantly repeating the same thing. So what ends up happening is YouTube will time you out. Like it'll make it so that way you don't keep doing that. Kind of keeps the chat flowing a little bit better. And like anything, we don't want anybody to get timed out. We want everybody to be able to like join in and stuff like that. But yeah, so just be aware of that, like that can happen. Ellie said, baby Ariel is beautiful.
Thank you, Ellie.
She is very beautiful, like her mom.
Because
I honestly do feel like she looks like Grace. I really do, honestly. I really do.
Yeah. I feel like she looks more like you. They all look like you.
There you go. And Kuzi explained it. Spammy is just posting the same comment over and over and over again. Yes. Go. Yeah. Oh man. All right. He said, "Oh, LOL, the AI segment. Love the AI segment. It's so good." Yeah. Lady said, "OMG, that segment is always so hilarious. It really, really is. I think what you guys need to start doing is clipping that part and just putting them out as shorts or putting them out like on your Instagram, like to like just those little bits and pieces. Because honestly, guys, we love it so much. It is so funny. It is so funny." Dominic, come here. Dominic.
Oh, he's playing again.
Oh, he's playing.
Sorry, Isabel.
Do you want to answer that for him then?
Yeah. I would say he's very happy. His only thing.
What happened?
Oh, there he is. Okay.
So Isabel asked, "Hi Dominic, how do you like being a big brother?" I mean, he's a big brother, but like again, right? Like yeah.
Like the third time? Or
Mhm.
Well,
not
the second time. What the heck?
Maybe he's
the
thinking
second time,
emoji.
the second time. It's good. Surprisingly, I've actually got used to it.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. It feels kind of.
Does she wake you up at night?
I'm like half asleep most of the time.
Half asleep. Do you love her?
Well, yeah. I just can't hug her.
How did you feel the first time you saw her? Like when we walked into the room and she was right there.
I just saw like her just laying there with a bunch of scratches on her face.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because she was touching her face like that and scratching.
Yeah,
her
I
face.
know.
Did it make you feel weird?
No. Kind of.
Yeah. Did you feel sad at all? A little bit?
I was going to cry when I was holding her.
It's different. Huh? It's a change. That's one thing I want to express.
And you can hug her. It's just sometimes, obviously.
Yeah, but I squish her little body.
But obviously, right now she's sleeping.
I don't even think you could squish her body, even if you tried.
And then
she'll squish your body.
Sometimes she needs to eat, so.
Yeah. Yeah, change is hard, guys. Change is hard, but they're handling it pretty well, I would say. And I'm really, really proud of them. And probably won't have another baby again. So they got to enjoy this one. They really got to enjoy this one. Yeah, we talked about it, and we're pretty much like 99.8% sure. 98.9, whatever you want to call it. Right around
99.9%.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Not in a bad way.
We don't want to add another baby. I think with the 3, we'll be more than happy. We're very blessed, guys. We're very blessed to have 3 healthy kids. Like I think that's always a huge blessing. A huge, huge blessing. Let's see here. He said, "All my screens went black every time Crystal and Chris raid my channel. Whenever everyone is watching, it goes wrong."
Oh.
Man, that's, you know what's funny, dude, is,
and all they're trying to do is help.
I was gonna say, like, you would think, right? Like, but man, that's, we're still gonna be there for you, dude. Don't worry about it. And don't give up, man. Let them raid your channel as much times as possible. It's fine. It'll fix itself. We saw that last night. Yeah, I finished GTA 3 and jumped straight into Vice City, dude. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to have to watch that. Yeah. And by the way, quick question. Are you going live tonight? Kind of a question, right?
Yeah,
I think we always ask that.
Final Fantasy Friday,
He said, Lady Sid said, Kuzi P, OMG, Vice City was my favorite. I even have the game soundtrack. Lady Sid, the game soundtrack is amazing, incredible. But even Kuzi was talking about how the licensing kind of changed up through the years. So there's some songs like in the Vice City soundtrack and like San Andreas soundtrack that they don't really have in the remakes in the remastered. So that, I think Kuzi's playing like the remakes, like the ones where they remastered it. So it might not have some of the great songs that the soundtrack has, but dang, it was so awesome. Pro says, "Oh, because I say hi to everyone." If you're still talking about the spamming, that's not necessarily that. You can say hi to everyone. You can be like, "Hi, at Gio and Grace. Hi, Kuzi P. Hi, Lady Sid." You can.
No, that's not spamming.
No,
that's being polite.
Yeah, spamming would be more like
saying the same thing over and over.
Cheese balls, yeah. Cheese balls, cheese balls, cheese balls.
Yeah, honestly, I think I was so tired like that I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I think when I was watching the first time, I was watching Kuzi the first time, it was GTA 3, and then when I watched the second time, it was Vice City.
That's funny. I'm gonna have to watch the replay for sure.
I think George.
So Isabel said, he's so sweet. Yeah, we're gonna catch up with the chat, guys. Sorry, and we still have a couple things that we want to get to as well. We have a Q&A segment that I really don't want to miss because you guys came through with the questions, guys. You guys really, really did. You guys did amazing. Let's see. Is Dominic ready to take her and Avery out to Starbucks when they get older?
What? I don't know if I could drive.
Well, I have a feeling even when he can drive, knowing Dominic, he's gonna be like, do you guys have money? Are you gonna buy me something? I guarantee you, he's not gonna be that brother. He's gonna be like, I got you guys, let's go. He's gonna be like, Avery, do you have money? Are you gonna give me a frappuccino?
He's like, I have $20, but I don't want to spend it.
We got VFXing Games in the house. You know, we see you with Crystal and Chris, and thank you so much for being with us. Yes, he said, hi, Gio and Grace, first live. I'm tuned into your channel. We appreciate you. We hope it's not the last. So thank you so much for being here. Right now, we're just introducing.
Click.
You came in on a really, really big stream. We're introducing our daughter for the first time on a live stream on video. So we're happy that you get the chance to be here with us and join us. But yeah, anybody and everybody here, thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, do us a huge favor. Just hit the like button for us. And then also, if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. And so as months go on, we're going to continue making content and getting bigger, better, bringing these kids along. You know, recently I had a friend tell us, you know, we know you're very protective of your family, but just to let you know, your channel's a family channel. That's what, you know, and it is, guys, it is. And as protective as we are with these kids, because we still want to give them the right to privacy and protect them, you know, we are a family, guys. And so little by little, you know, you guys will see that our dynamic is the way it is. You guys have seen it in the past. Sometimes it's me and Grace. Sometimes it's me, Grace, and the kids. And it goes that way. But, you know, very blessed to have 3 kiddos now. Like, and we're handling it, guys. We're handling it. Let's see.
Tired but handling.
I cannot wait to see Ariel. She's right here. She's just knocked out. It's kind of hard to see her. Yeah, let me hide the chat. Yeah, it's just a little hard to see her. She was actually, if you go back to the beginning of the stream, she was right in the beginning, wide awake, aware, crying, doing all that fun stuff.
Yeah, she's definitely been more aware today, thankfully. It's like
she's starting to get a lot more aware. Like, she's starting to look around a lot, which is so cute. Mandrino Venture said it was fun hanging out, but I have to step out. Thanks for introducing your new member of the channel. Bye, friends on the chat. Bye. Yes, and give Candy Corn one more chance. Just give him one more chance. Got an ad. All right, so we had an ad. Okay, cool. We're back. I remember when my baby sisters were born, I was so happy to be a big brother. That is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
When my sister was born, I was happy at first, but since we were like kind of close in age, I started feeling like really jealous and left out. Like, I remember it was hard for me. But after like about a couple months, I think it did take a couple months, honestly, I got so used to just having her around, and then I started kind of being like playing with her. Like, I would play with her and like do the peekaboo and all that stuff. So it's awesome, honestly. Like, you eventually get used to it, you know, like as a brother and as a sibling and all that stuff.
Yeah, when my sister was born, it was the same way. Kind of like the same age difference of her and Dominic.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to change her diaper a lot, got to hold her, got to feed her. She's just, yeah. And then, you know, as she got older, there was those times where I'll be like, get out of my room. But yeah.
It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
That, I love her to death.
I remember when I used to call Grace, her sister was still really, really small. Like, I remember,
yeah, she was about Avery's age.
Her sister's an adult now. Like, I've worked with her and stuff like that. But when she was smaller, like, she would draw me pictures. Yeah. Like, she would
when we got together, she was Avery's age.
Yeah, she would draw me pictures. She was so sweet. But she would fall asleep next to Grace, and Grace and I were one of those couples. I know we've heard this conversation recently, but we were one of those couples that same thing. Grace would call me, and usually I'd be the one, babe, you're falling asleep. Like, can we just call it a night? But we would like literally be on the phone, and I'd be falling asleep, and Grace would be snoring on the phone.
Oh my gosh!
But a lot of the time before then, like, her sister would be the one who fell asleep first. So Grace would like be kind of quiet on the phone, and then I'd hear her sister's name's Isabel. She'd be like, "Isabel, stop kicking me." And so it was so funny, honestly. Like she'd always be like, "Oh, get off me," or like things like that. It was so funny, honestly, so cute. Pearl said 3 is a good number. Usually we like even numbers, but at this point we're gonna have to settle for the odd number.
Because that was one of the things I told him too. I was like, if we have a 3rd baby, I'm gonna want a 4th baby, just because I'm like, we have 2, and then we're making it uneven with 3. I'm like, I don't know. But no, I think I'm okay. I think
head just kind of like an inside thing. I was kind of thinking like well, we might have to have like another one after her like in a year or 2. But we're both fairly, because it's a 2 people choice, obviously. Like we're both pretty much on the same page on that one. And just to be completely transparent, we weren't always on the same page as it related to that. For a while, we kind of weren't. But that's why you talk, you check in with each other, you give each other time. You don't rush things, and I think like now we're both extremely happy because now we're ready for it. And I think if you're not ready for that commitment, it is difficult. It's a difficult commitment to make. It's a lifelong commitment, really. Spine 6 said Vice City had the best soundtrack. I agree with you. I love the San Andreas soundtrack though. Gotta love those 80s to 90s hip hop joints. Those are awesome. Yes, that is the baby. She's chilling right now. She's milk wasted, as we like to say here. Guys, just in case you want to watch something tonight, Kuzi P will be streaming later on tonight. Usually he streams after we end our live, so if you guys want to check him out. One day we're going to have to raid your channel, dude. Honestly, I don't know how to do that, but one day we'll figure it out. Well, all our friends who are going live after us, anybody, we're going to have to start sending our people over there because, we love to support. We love to support. Spine 6 said, I played Vice City for real in LA growing up. Let's go. Let's go.
That sounds fun to you.
That does. I'm not going to lie.
Imagine running away from the cops, having the stars.
I know, right? They're like floating stars above you. You're all looking up to see how much stars you have. Oh, crap.
You get
gotta look at your hearts.
It's all wasted.
Oh, man, I'm only at 89. Oh! And then you get tired. I remember in Chappelle's show, he did a skit where he was like real life, like GTA. It was hilarious, by the way. Paul said cheese balls. Yes, look, not to put Dominic on blast. I love the kid, but he used to space out in class, and the teachers would complain, or the teacher would complain because he would space out and he'd be like cheese ball, cheese ball, cheese ball. I don't know why. Even here, he would do that. It's just something I think that would just get stuck in his head. It happens to me too, to be honest with you.
Or he starts saying cheese ball.
Well, not necessarily that, but like something will get stuck in my head, and I'll repeat it in my head, I'll be like, oh man, it's like, oh, it's getting annoying, like. But I think that for him that day it was like cheese ball, cheese ball, cheese ball. And so the teacher came up to me and she's like, "Can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Dominic keeps saying cheese balls, cheese balls, cheese balls, cheese balls, like all day long." And I asked him to stop. I said, "Dominic, can you please stop saying cheese balls?" And he'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." But then 5 minutes later, he's like, cheese balls, cheese balls, cheese balls. Honestly, I was like, okay, let me just talk to him then. I'll talk to him. And I'm like, Dominic, dude, why do you keep saying cheese balls over and over again, dude? Like, you can't be doing that. Your teacher's getting frustrated. You're distracting the whole class. Like, please stop doing that. So that was the cheese balls incident. So, yeah. I love my son, though. I do. We get it. You like cheese balls. Exactly. Right? Exactly.
And the funny thing is, he doesn't.
And this is what we love: our friends, our moderators, our supporters, people who come in and help us out, welcoming in all the new people. Like, honestly, we're all a family here, I'm telling you, but everybody's welcome. Even if you're shy to say anything, you can just say hello if that's something that would, make you happy. If you're just stealth watching, that's okay too. We appreciate you. But you guys are more than welcome to always come in the chat. Honestly, this chat is so eclectic. Like, there's people of all walks of life from all sorts of places in the United States, and even probably, I'm assuming, outside of the United States, different race, religions, belief systems, everything. But we all are here for one thing, and that's to have a good time. Straight up. Simple as that. Thank you so much, Pearl. This is one that we got at Oogie Boogie Bash, not last year, because last year was 2023.
Yeah, 2022.
But in 2022. So we're hoping that this year we can make our return to Oogie Boogie Bash, because I would love to take the baby to get all those photo ops. Even though I hate waiting in line, but I will do it for her because I think that would be adorable.
She can get candy.
And she can get candy.
And she won't eat it.
And she won't eat it. That's right. On the road to 2K like NBA. Let's go. VFXing Game said, thank you guys. Are so wholesome. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. Hey,
of course.
You know what? We appreciate you. Honestly, we appreciate you. Oh, we got Blakersfield in the house. Hope you're doing well, Blake. He said, congrats, Jill and Grace. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being in the chat today. We appreciate you. And we hope you're doing well, man. Daniel Storm got a Yoshi egg plush as a late birthday gift. So we just want to say a happy late birthday to you, Daniel Storm. How old are you now? Let us know. How old are you now? Are you 21, 19, 18, 20?
Oh, the cowbell wake you up. I'm sorry. And she farted.
So what was it, the cowbell or the fart?
I don't know. One or the other.
Now I'm scared of ringing the cowbell.
No, I think you're okay.
I'm all testing it out.
She's like, thank you.
Let's ring the cowbell for you guys. Good night, Eddie. Thank you so much for joining us. You're amazing, and we appreciate all your support. You've been with us for a long time. Thank you so much, Eddie. Have a good night and a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Maddie? Thank you for coming back. Yeah. It's okay. I'm kind of scared of raids, but I appreciate it. No worries, no worries. We'll just tell people, hey, go check him out. Go check him out. Don't raid him. Just slowly walk into his stream, okay? There's no need to burst down the door, right? There's none of that. Tanya said, I agree with you guys. I wanted a big family, and I said that I wanted 6 to 7 kiddos, but I'm blessed with my 4. God was like, here's twins for your big family, so my last ones are my twin girls. I didn't know you had twins.
Twin girls.
That is amazing, but that must be really difficult. But, you know, that must be so much fun, honestly.
Oh my God! Imagine if we do try to go for the 4th and it's twins. We honestly thought she was gonna.
We thought we were gonna have twins because Grace's mom is a twin, and then there's twins in my family. So I just was like, "There's gonna be twins." I was like, "At some point, we're gonna have twins." So I have a feeling that if we were to try again, that we probably would have twins, and then we'd have 5 kids.
And then we'd have to go for the 6th.
No. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's just hard, dude. It's so hard with this one baby that I can only imagine that if we would have had the 2, we probably would be like crying right now. There's no way we'd be live right now. Like, oh no. Because he said cheese balls. Candy corn, cheese balls. And you know what's cool is that Dominic does like candy corn as well. Yeah. He is my son. He is my son. Ooh, you guys should visit the Hello Kitty Cafe one day. We definitely want to do that. We definitely want to do that. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That's so awesome. We definitely want to do that, especially with a baby. I know that she can't probably drink coffee, but whatever. I don't know if they have coffee there, but I imagine. Arlene said, yes, I always said I wanted 4 kids, but after newborn stage and now teething 5-month-old, I think I'm one and done.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I don't blame you. I'll say this much, Arlene. Like, I'm not sure, you know, obviously I know everybody's experiences are different, but I think sometimes you just need that time to really just miss it. Because I missed having a baby. Like, I missed the... Like, shout out, I know you guys know him, and I brought this up a couple times before, but like Jay Cation, right? Jay and his wife, like, they have their baby, right? And just seeing their baby, like, you know, at Disney with them, and just like how cute he was, like, it really made me miss my kids at that age. Like, literally, I was like, man, I forgot when they were like that. I was like, wow. You know, and I think that's kind of what like really started my motivation.
Like, you're still, I mean, obviously they live closer to the park than we do.
But they still have
fun, you know, like having a baby and having fun, you know. But yes, like, oh yeah, if you feel like you're one and done, like, you know, more power to you, you know, like there's no rules that say you should have 1, 5, 6, 7, 2, you know, that's however many kids you want to have, you know?
Yeah, I think it really depends. Yeah, like you said, like Grace said, it really depends. Everybody's so different. Like, I think if you're a person that cannot run on a little bit of sleep, you're going to struggle. You're going to have a really hard time because you're not going to sleep the same unless you have like a bunch of support. And by a bunch of support, I mean like you're going to have at least 1 or 2 people who are willing to feed the baby so you can sleep. Because if you're not having that support, you're awake. Like the baby's going to starve if you don't wake up and feed the baby, or if you don't stay awake and feed the baby, which is why we take shifts now. I do the late night shift. She does the early morning shift.
The newborn phase is hard because of the lack of sleep, but it's easy because when they are asleep, you know, they're not crawling around, they're not walking around, they're not, you know, like it's pretty chill, you know, like you can just lay her down and, you know, if she stays in her bouncer, if she stays in her crib, like, you know, I can get some rest, you know, I can do something, you know, like now that I've felt a little better, like, you know, recovery wise, I've been moving around a little bit more. Like Gio said earlier, I picked up the kids from school. So,
yeah, I was scared of her driving, but she did okay. Yeah, she did okay.
Yeah. If I notice anything, I'll just let you know. But I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a life full of sacrifices, but then it evens out at some point. Like, yeah, you're like,
oh, there's an end.
As I was saying, it's a life full of sacrifices, but it does even out. The only thing that happens is your kids get busier in other ways. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of school activities, a lot of like donuts with dad, you know, like breakfast with grandma and grandpa, like all these different events, right? Like, you know, Mother's Day events, concerts, winter concerts.
I think it was earlier or yesterday we're talking about like, you know, because obviously like there's a lot of like illnesses that babies can get, you know, like RSV, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, that's scary, guys. Look that up, RSV.
Yeah, and obviously COVID too, you know, like I don't want her to get anything, you know, really. So, you know, like we were talking about how like, you know, the older kiddos can tell us, hey, you know, like I have a sore throat or I'm not feeling well. Like Avery's arm was bothering her yesterday. Like Ariel can't tell us if her leg or her arm is bothering her, you know, like, or her head or her back, you know, like.
Yeah, because Avery was straight up, my arm hurts. And so we just checked in on her during the day. And then eventually at some point we were like, should we give her Tylenol? Yeah, let's give her some Tylenol. Like, yeah.
And I made sure she didn't have like a spider bite or anything because I was like worried about that. I was like, wait, did she get bit by something? And like that's why her arm.
That's where we try to like look at first, and then we go to like muscular pain or something like that, or maybe a strain. I think she strained it. I had pulled it up a second ago, but we just want to say hello to Jackie and Bebe. Thank you so much for being here. Jackie is also an expectant mother. She's already a mother, but she's about to have another baby with our really great friend George. So we always, you know, want to put the positive vibes out there. So, you know, getting close to her due date, we just want to tell you, Jackie, take care of yourself, and we hope that everything goes well. I gave George this advice earlier. I said, get plenty of sleep and go out on dates. And I think we both kind of agree with that. Get your rest. Don't be afraid to sleep. Don't do the I'm training to stay up thing. Don't worry about that. You're going to have to stay up regardless. Just get your rest now. But have George take you out on these dates and enjoy their time together. I know that even if you get the rest
now, it's still not going to make up for the lack of sleep. But at least, you know, you'll have something.
It's like, at least you won't kick yourself and say, like, you know what, when I had the opportunity to sleep or to rest, I didn't take advantage of it. Like, that was something that we didn't want to regret, and we slept a lot. Like, we rested a lot, like, before the baby was born, and even now we're still like really beat, like Grace said. Let's see. Oh no, the 6 turns into twins. Oh my gosh. Blakersfield said, it was my birthday like a week ago. January is a good B-Day month. Let's go. So many January birthdays, but yes, happy belated birthday.
Hope you had a good birthday.
Yeah, we really do. We really do. Maddie is working on a shop. She said she's almost done planning and she's going to be making some jewelry and open a website soon. You know what? Respect. You know, like at your age to already be thinking ahead like that, that's dope. Good job. That's awesome.
Congrats to you.
Congrats. Kuzi said, I've been training for fatherhood without even knowing. You know what, dude? You're not going to be too much in pain, I think. Because the other day, I remember you said that you had been up for almost 24 hours, if not 24 hours.
Oh,
I think you'll be all right, dude. I think you'll be all right. The one downside is you won't be able to play video games that whole time, dude. So you're going to have to wait till that baby actually falls asleep before you can even pick up the controller. Let me tell you the first thing that happened when I tried to play with the boys, play Fortnite. The speaker, we have, have the speaker on, and I don't have a headset right now. So as soon as the speaker started going off, it was actually Jackie. Jackie, I'm putting you on blast right now. It's like the baby started whining and crying, and I was like, oh, so I had to turn down the speaker volume. I think we played one round, and I got off. I text George, I'm like, hey, brother, sorry, but I had to get out. Like, it's just the way it goes, but yeah, so it's sacrifices, but you do it for them because, you love them. It was our decision to bring her into this world. We want to make sure she's taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya said, yes, I have my oldest, a boy, and 3 girls. Let me tell you, when they say twins, they do say they do the same / feel the same. It's true. No way. How cool. Chances are high. If you go for baby number 4, que salga 4 and 5. Yes. And you know what? And we believe you on that thing. Yeah. Honestly, we believe you. That's what I think would have been really fun to see. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, imagine how they can manipulate you. Like, ooh, you got to stay on your toes. Like, ¿qué va a pasar? You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, be a sucker for sure.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm telling you, if we did go for the next baby, I have a feeling it would be twins. I feel like it would just be like, that's it. That's what it is. Arlene said, very true. Even just seeing baby Ariel makes me miss my baby being small. But yes, I agree. Support system is everything. Absolutely.
Yes, it really is. I tell Gio almost every day, I don't know what I'd do without him.
And honestly, I tell her all the time the same thing. But one thing I'll tell you right now is I'm thankful that I have this in me right now, that I didn't just like do the one part that guys do and then like step back and just be like, well, handle it, because I've never been that person. I've never also been the most helpful sometimes. But this time around, I feel so much more like seasoned, I guess. I just have experience and I know what the baby needs. I know what she needs, and we just got to go for it. Like at the end of the day, I don't want to lose and this is kind of getting deep. I don't want to lose my relationship. Like I don't want to have her feel resentful. What? I don't want to have her. Sorry, and I paused because of that. But I don't want to have her resent me, or I don't want to resent her. I don't want to stop wanting to be with each other, like meaning like hang out. And I don't mean like divorce, but just hanging out is very important. So I know that if I can put like my part in, and she can put her part in, and Isabel's in the chat. Or she was earlier, and I like what she said about you don't put 50-50, you put 100-100, and you try, right? Sometimes you can't, so the other person, you got to pick them up, right? You got to try your best. It doesn't always work, but you got to try your best, right? If you're a supportive spouse. But I like the 100-100 part. So that's why I've been staying up late to feed her. That's why I've been trying to do a lot of the things like go grocery shopping, wash the dishes, do laundry, pick up the kids, drop off the kids, go to doctor's appointments. Special appointment, anything kind of appointment, whatever appointment they want me to take anybody to, I will take them. Like dentist appointment, whatever. But I'm down. But that's just the way it's had to be. So I love my kids. I love my wife. I think if you want to mess up your relationship, take crap for granted and just let things just be whatever. And chances are, at some point, one of you guys are gonna feel really disillusioned, sad, or not happy, and just feel overwhelmed. And that's not good when you have a baby. Trust me, that's not good when you're having a baby. Like, you don't want that. You want that support. But Arlene, same thing happened to me. I know Grace always felt that way, like seeing babies around. Made her miss Dominic and Avery being that small because I feel like they grew up super fast. And that's what really happens. Everybody says
I know it's only been 2 weeks, but she's already grown so much. And, sometimes I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what it's going to be like when she's like 6 months and she's sitting up. But I'm trying to enjoy this part. Because like I said, even though it's not easy because of the lack of sleep, like I enjoy it. Look at her right now. She's, comfy, cozy on mama, like she's...
If I was laying on your chest, I'd be pretty comfy, cozy myself.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, just kidding. Yeah. You know what I mean. Next.
Oh my gosh. Let's see here. There's one that I wanted
Dude,
to.
my thing is sliding door. For
I'm
the bed.
freaking
It's
hot. Are you hot?
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's why I
say.
took the blanket off the baby because I'm hot.
Pearl said RSV. Oh yes, that's terrible. Do you want to talk a little bit about RSV for some of the people who might not know?
Well, thankfully the kids never got it. I've been really worried about her getting it just because of the fact that she's a winter baby. They were spring babies, so I feel like, it was easier for me to kind of keep them healthy. Plus, I feel like it's been going around a lot more. Like the week before she was born, I had to go to appointments and they were talking about how, like there's 2 babies here that have RSV. I'm like, oh, that's not good,
Makes you super nervous.
Yeah.
Super nervous.
So I was like, obviously they're, not, and she hadn't been born yet, but I'm like, oh.
It still makes you super.
Yeah.
It's still like so
especially because the nurses have to handle the babies, but they're really good about hand washing and sanitizing and using gloves. So, that's always nice. But oh my gosh, RSV is basically a respiratory illness. So, and it's really serious because babies have really horrible coughs and they have to, the most part, like get breathing treatments and those kind of things, and it's scary.
It is
if
very
you
scary.
haven't heard a infant with a RSV cough, it's terrible. And seeing them like hooked up to like hoses and like IVs in their little faces, like it's scary. It's scary.
So I want to kind of read through some of your chats, guys. I want to get to the Q&A before it gets a little too late. So I'm going to read through some of these chats. We might go through a little quicker than normal, but we'll try to address everything we can. Maddie, I hope you're okay. I know that I saw that you said you ran into a wall or something and you've been kind of hurt. Hope you're feeling better. Let's see. Liz said, my husband works graveyard shifts. I struggle, but my 2 kiddos are my blessings. You know what? Hey, much blessings to you because that must have been rough. It cannot be easy.
Yeah, I can imagine it's not easy for either one of you, but I'm sure you guys find ways to make it work,
Yeah, it's just, it's those first couple months.
Like when we first got married, I was doing a graveyard shift like once or twice a week, and it was rough.
Mm-hmm.
It was rough. I can't imagine doing it more than once or twice a week.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't have kids at that time, so we didn't have to worry about that part like you guys did.
It was even hard, just me and you.
Yeah,
but
it was.
We made it work.
We did. We really did. Kuzi said the biggest sacrifice more than sleep. Trust me, dude. Like when Dominic was born, GTA 5 came out that same week, if I'm not mistaken, or the week before. Or the week after. It was actually the week after because it came out on like April 20th, I believe, right? Like or something. Yeah. So Dominic was born. A week later, GTA 5 came out, and trust me, dude, I wanted to play all day and night, but Pearl said, I read something about not getting too much support. Pearl, I'm not gonna lie to you. When Dominic was born, I wasn't great support either. So don't feel unloved, uncared about. I can't speak for anybody, but I'll speak for myself and say I was super overwhelmed and I didn't know how to handle it. And instead of being a positive help, I was sometimes more negative than positive. But, I grew up. When Dominic was born, I was in my early 20s. I'm not in my early 20s anymore, obviously. It took me a lot of growing up, a lot of seeing my own faults to really understand what I could do differently with this baby. And so it's been nice, but I still got a long ways to go. Like, I don't want to next week or next month be like, oh man, I'm overwhelmed and all of a sudden want to shut down mentally. No, we can't do that anymore.
It's understandable if you or I feel overwhelmed, obviously, there's been things and stuff, but it's normal,
Yeah.
But it's like a different thing to just completely shut each other out or just be neglectful.
I don't remember Dominic's early childhood a lot because at that time I was still into hanging out with the boys. I was still into like at that time before we had kids, if it was a Wednesday night and I wanted to have a beer, I would have a beer. I have a couple of beers. I didn't really have any responsibilities other than my job and my wife. I think it took me a while to understand that you can't do that anymore when you have a kid. Like if you want to be a good, productive father, especially in the first couple months when the kids need you really the most, you need to be super attentive to them. You can't be drinking 2 to 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and going and hanging out with the boys once or twice a week and being like, I'm too tired to do this. Like, I was not the person I needed to be at that time. And I've told Grace that, and I've owned up to that. Doesn't mean that I have to do that this time. So I don't, I just fix it. I realized what I did. I was like, I'm not going to do that again. Screw that. I love my wife. I love my kids. I'm going to be a better dad. It's not easy, but now I just go against my, like, if I want to have a drink and it's a Wednesday night and I know I can't, then I can't. Like, I'll express it. I'll be like, oh man, I wish I could, have like a cocktail, I'll be like, maybe Saturday. Like, I was going to buy something tonight. Like, I was going to get a beatbox just to relax, because I went to work. But then I was like, nah, I'm doing a live. I'm going to be here with the baby. Like, it's like, I don't have the energy to drink tonight. Like, so, it's part of growing up. Like, you grow up, everybody grows up differently. Everybody, like, we all grew up on our own rates. And unfortunately for me, I grew up a little immature initially. But it's gotten better. Shady Lady P said, so Gaul and Kuzi are available for babysitting, Gio and Grace. You know what? Gaul is in San Diego and Kuzi's in Arizona. It's not going to really work for us unless they're down to come over here. Hey, you guys are more than welcome to come. Spend a weekend. You guys can watch the kid. Grace and I will go out on dates. Unlimited dates. Jackie said, imagine if we had twins. I got scared after the ultrasound. We got a confirmation I was only one baby. Dude, the best feeling, right?
Oh my God.
The best. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much once again.
Thank you, everyone.
Honestly, you guys have been coming through for us the last couple of live streams. We've had so many of you guys here, and it's been amazing and fun. And we've already been live for 2 hours and 13 minutes, and it literally feels like I've been live for an hour. It doesn't feel that long.
It's going by really fast.
Yeah. And so this is what Pearl mentioned. And like I said, you got to own up to it. Like, I had to own up to it. Not everybody sees that. Right. But I'm thankful that I got a chance to see that. Mm-hmm. It's embarrassing. Like, I still feel bad. Like, sometimes I even like tear up because I'm like, damn, I wish I could have done more, not that I wanted to be better, but done more, but I didn't. But this time around,
to reflect and know what to do differently and not beat yourself up over it.
Everybody's laughing about the pillows joke. I've only missed maybe one or two of Valentina's doctor's appointment in 6 years. I try to be there for her because she's terrified of going to the doctor. And because you love her, bro. Trust me, man. Like, being at doctor's appointments, it takes you away from work sometimes, or it takes you away from maybe something else that you need to have attention on, but your daughter's number one, right? So you go and you make that sacrifice. I'm the same way. Like, sometimes I could tell at work they would get annoyed, like, that I would want a day off to do something like that, like to take my kid to the doctor.
Or time off.
But honestly, I'm going to say it like this. I don't give a damn. Like, if I have to do something for my kid, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. All right. So I don't want to waste too much more time. I'm going to go back into the chat. No worries, guys. Trust me. No worries. But I'm going to go ahead and do the Q&A. I just want to say thank you to everybody who participated in today's Q&A via Instagram. If you guys haven't already, please make sure that you check us out on Instagram at Gio and Grace. We post quite a bit on there. So that's the one place where we're posting almost every single day. We post what was going on with our live. We ask you guys questions. We do polls. We do questions. We do updates on pop culture, updates on theme parks, and all that cool stuff in between. So thank you guys for participating. We do have quite a bit of questions, so I'm going to get to it right now. Some of these questions are going to be for Grace. Some of these questions are for... No.
Stop it at the start.
I don't know why it paused like that.
I don't know. Did it freeze?
I don't know. Are you guys good? Or if you guys have an ad, can you let me know if you guys are good? Because we got an ad over here, but I want to make sure that.
Yeah, it froze. Is it back?
I think so.
Okay.
So, like I said, I just want to give a huge shout out to all of those. Okay, everybody's good. Just had an ad. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, we had that too, so we saw it. So I just want to go into them. Like I said, thank you to everybody who participated. Some of these are for Grace. Some of these will be probably for both of us. Let's see here. Tanya said, any interesting cravings?
Any interesting cravings that I had while I was pregnant? No, nothing unusual. Honestly, I was hoping that this would be the one where I'll be like, I have like a weird craving, but no.
Yeah, I don't remember her having any weird cravings, but she did have a lot of cravings.
Cravings, yes. Like, it's always sweets or like meat or veggies or fruit. Really fruit. A lot of fruit was like, yeah. Like apples, bananas. berries.
I know she would ask me to get like the fruit
pineapple,
trays and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember that, which is really good.
melons,
It's good. Yeah. Kuzi said, no, my kids are not allowed to be born close to video game releases. Dude, with the amount of video games that have been coming out, good
Let's
luck.
see if you can control that.
Good luck. Raul said, I'm in my 20s. Don't lie. Pearl said, kudos to you, Gio. Thank you for your honesty. It is not easy to be honest. I don't feel proud of it, but I think it's important because, there's somebody out there who feels like me too, who probably needs to hear this. So if you're hearing this and I'm helping you out, God bless. Let's see here. The next question was morning sickness at the beginning or all through your pregnancy?
Just in the beginning.
Oh, and I had this banner. I don't even know why I'm not using it. Just in the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning.
I remember. Up to how many months would you say that you had that morning sickness?
I would say it kind of stopped around 14 to 15 weeks. So
yeah, that's so not too bad.
Yeah,
not too bad. Yeah. I do remember it put you down though.
Yeah, like the later weeks, like 14, 15 weeks, it was starting to go away. But I was just really, really sleepy a lot, or really tired. Like
I do remember that. I remember there was a lot of days where she was asleep most of the day, or at least just feeling sick most of the day, and we weren't doing anything. It was like right when the kids' summer break started, so we weren't doing anything. I was so shocked that we were able to go to Disneyland for your birthday.
Yeah, and it was a little rough because of the smells. Like I was telling him like recently, I was like, man, and I love the Disneyland popcorn, but in those early weeks, months, like the popcorn smell was nauseating.
If she wouldn't have been able to do it, then I would have had to hit up Crystal and Chris and be like, sorry guys, no surprise. I'm glad that we were able to do it because that surprise was one of my favorite things that we did last year. Who loves to do that? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, let me go back to this question. What would you say Gio and Grace from last year? What would you say to Gio and Grace from last year, reflecting where you guys stand now? What would you say to us last year, like at this time in January?
Oh boy. Well, last year we weren't even trying to have a baby. Like at this point, the last year. But we decided later, like a couple of months down the line. I'll let you go first if you have an idea.
It's kind of hard because Grace hit it on the head. Like we didn't even think about having a baby quite this time last year. We were like kind of talking about it, but not even really. It wasn't like a serious thing yet. It was something that we were kind of putting on the table.
Yeah.
But I guess what I would just say to both of us is just keep working hard. Keep doing your thing, both at work, in your professional life, with your parenting, and with YouTube. Obviously, last year YouTube was like a huge year for us. It was like the first time we reached a grip of milestones. So I would say don't stop, guys. But you're gonna have a little surprise that's gonna, make your life so much more richer. But also, it's gonna ask you guys to make some sacrifices and slow down. And it's okay. It's okay. That's what I would try to do. I would try to reassure us because a couple weeks ago, or last week, I think I posted something. This was me posting it. I post a lot of our stuff. Every once in a while, Grace does too. So, but I posted how it felt weird to not be shooting, filming, going live or anything like that because for 2 years, guys, we like molded ourselves. We trained our brains to not take these kind of breaks because we always knew that with YouTube or anything that you do, as soon as you leave that realm and you start like it works against you. It doesn't really work ever for you. Like, yeah, sometimes people will miss you and they'll be like, hey, I can't wait till you guys do this again. And it's great. It makes, us feel excited to do those things. But at the same time, the realistic part of it is that we're not in any position to take long breaks because we're still building something. We're building something that's beautiful, a community that's beautiful, and that we want to continue building. So it felt weird, but that's why I would go back and reassure myself and be like, it's all good. It's going to be fine. You're fine. You're going to go live 2 weeks after your baby's born anyway. So what do you think?
I feel like I basically feel the same way as you. Definitely as far as like especially professionally, just, telling us like, hey, hang in there, there might be some challenges and, just be brave and positive and
yeah, because it does get overwhelming at some point. So I think just giving yourself a little rub in the back and saying it's okay.
Like just like obviously I think especially knowing that we've had to like Oh, is everything okay? Are you upset?
If you guys are not gonna get along, play something different. Give each other space. Simple as that. I've told you guys before.
Yeah, just knowing that I can rely on you, like, and just kind of like, I guess telling us, like, rely on each other a little bit more. Like,
don't be afraid to lean on each other.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Isabel said, I just felt like, okay, I got this. Growing up, that's what I figured. I'm a mom. I have to do it because Henry has to rest, go to work. So I got to do as much as I can. By the way, I had a C-section. I think you had mentioned that before, right? Sorry, we got an ad. But yeah, I think you had mentioned that before, Isabel, that you had a C-section. We completely get you.
Yeah.
And Grace is the same way.
That requires a lot more like recovery time. And, I'm sure that obviously, like, I don't know what it was like between you guys back then, but, maybe if you would have, like, I don't know, said something, maybe you would have got a little more support, but maybe not, I don't know. Like, it's just different because I'm not in your relationship, but I just think that, especially for me, I'm like the same way. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm mom, so I don't need to say anything.
And that's what I was about to say.
And so, but I have him, and he is a dad, and doesn't mean because he's a dad doesn't mean he doesn't have to do anything. Like, and I don't feel like that. 100%.
Say that louder for the people in the back.
I don't feel like that 100%, but I feel like, as moms, like, if you, like, I don't know, it's almost like you get shamed if you want to get some rest, or, you get shamed if you need a little bit of help, or you get shamed if, like,
you want to talk about old school mentality? That's super old school mentality.
Yeah.
And I think, like, we get caught up in it. We've been told before in the past, because we travel and sometimes we've left our kids. It is what it is because we enjoy doing our own thing sometimes. But we were told by, parents, in-laws, people, I never leave my kids. I would never blah, 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 blah. And so basically a lot of times what I gathered from that is people were trying to shame us for doing that. But we are parents. Grace is a mama bear. She is going to step up and do a million things. That's why I have to tell her I am here. Like, I will do that. No worries. Like, I got you. Like, sometimes, like, if we didn't have a certain thing done and she's like, I just didn't get to it. There's been times where I've been like, how come you didn't tell me? Like, just tell me and I can do it. Like, it's that you have to kind of like learn how to let go of control when you're like somebody like that, when you're a mama bear, when you're a mom, an old school mom, whatever kind of mom you are, the mom that doesn't want to let go some of that control
and also
because you want your significant other to be okay.
Control, but like you want your spouse to be okay. You don't want to bother them, but you're not bothering, like it shouldn't be like you're bothering them to take care of their own kids. Like I said, they're dad too, like they're a parent, it shouldn't be like, oh, if I ask him to do something, like it's inconveniencing him because he's their dad, like he should put in the work too,
I agree. That's why I do it. Shady Lady P said I had morning sickness for 5 months with my first and 4 months with my second. Dang. Sorry.
Okay, mommy?
Sorry, no mamas.
She got a little bit.
Maybe she got like a little phlegm.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, Paula. Wow. Ooh, that's a long time, huh, babe? That's a long time.
I know people that have it their whole pregnancy, and that's scary.
Kid to hear kids arguing, honestly. Love it. All right. So who loves to change diapers, Grace?
I don't know about love, but I do it the most.
I changed the first diaper, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
I changed the first diaper. Like, it's funny, like, I'm changing the diaper, and then the nurse comes in. She's like, you're a good dad. I'm like, I appreciate it, but it shouldn't even have to be said, honestly. I'm her dad. I'm going to change her diaper. But thank you for telling me I'm a good dad. I appreciate it.
Isn't that, I mean, I don't want to knock you down or anything, but isn't that something like, oh, like, he's a good dad if he changes the diaper?
And it's like the most basic thing you could do.
But if I change a diaper, like, does that mean I'm a good mom? Like,
no, you're just doing what you need to do, right?
Exactly. Not, but he is a good dad, despite changing the first diaper. I think she meant more because he was attentive, like he was letting me rest and he's, taking care of his child, But like I said, like
It's scary to take care of a kid.
It shouldn't even have to be like that. It should just be like both parents are good parents and doing what they need to do for their children.
I changed the diapers quicker though. I'll tell you that much. I'm a quicker diaper change, and she could check the baby's clean. There's things like creams and all that, and I'm good. I'm just a quick diaper changer. All right, next question in our Q&A says, was it like riding a bike or has it been a hard transition? I think we talked a little bit about this. What do you think, babe? Riding a bike? Or
in some aspects, yes, and others, no. Like the whole, like sleep deprivation definitely is not like it. It was a transition because I was able to take naps. I was able to, kind of sleep in. The kids are older, so like, they just, like I would give them a little something for breakfast, just to tie them down so I could, get a little more rest. But I can't do that with her. I can't just give her some breakfast and go back to bed, because if she's awake, then
I think it's just for us.
Yeah, if she's awake, then to be with her, or Gio needs to be with her. One of us needs to be with her. She can't just like lay in her crib, and just.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
But yeah, the whole sleep deprivation, yeah, like that's definitely like I knew it was gonna happen, but I also felt like I could maybe handle it a little bit more because I had already done it twice before. But like no, like bathing her, like it's not hard. Like feeding her. It's been a little tricky, just because she is still very small. But that hasn't been like it's been the same, changing her diaper, it's the same, like getting her dressed is the same, car rides are the same, going to the doctor is the same, like it's nothing that I can't handle.
I'll say this much. It is kind of like riding a bike. I just think the whole, like Grace said, the sleep deprivation is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Everything else it's what I've done. It's what I know. So it's not hard. It is hard to hear her crying and not being able to ask her like, "What's wrong, sweetie?" Like, like, what do you need?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is kind of hard for that, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So
somebody had asked one of the nurses had said because newborns have to get blood drawn for just those newborn like the newborn testing that they do. And they asked who cries, mom or dad, and I was neither one of us.
Neither
like
one of us.
Because I don't know, it's almost like like
we know already that they have to poke their foot, and it's
kind of hard too because like you can't tell her it's okay, it's just one, or because she doesn't understand that. She just she cries, and like all you can do is give her like comfort, because if you tell her like, oh, it's okay, it's only gonna hurt a little bit, it's not gonna mean anything to her.
So real quick, Maddie did have a question. It's something that we already kind of answered, but just real quick, she asked if you have any weird cravings, and Grace said she didn't, but she just craved a lot of different things. It's just nothing was really overly weird. But thank you for your question, Maddie. And yeah, if you guys don't have Instagram, feel free to drop some of those questions in the chat, please. Thank you. Let's see. And thank you so much, Paula, for explaining that. Yes, and we love all our moderators. We have amazing moderators here in the chat tonight.
Yes.
Let's see. I could hear the kids arguing. Honestly, love it. Me and my brother argue every day. Guys must love it then, right? Isabel said, yeah, Henry helped me when he came home, but like how people do these, like quarantine is like Mexico, no 2 weekends later, I wash my carpet. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's such a process, guys. It's such a process. It really is. But you guys know already. You guys have had your baby girl for a long time now, it seems like, right? Like, or maybe not. Maybe it does feel like a little bit of time, but she's getting bigger and she's going to school now. So, things change. Real quick, I do want to say what's up to Hannah. Hey, Hannah, thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. And then I also want to say what's up to Stacia. What's up, Stacia? I'm ringing the cowbell for both of them.
Yes, you too, Stacia.
Yes, thank you so much, Stacia, for joining us, and we hope you're doing well. Honestly, we hope you're doing well.
Yes, we do. Thank you for joining us.
Let's see here. The next question: How does it feel to be amazing people?
I don't know.
Look, I didn't even want to
Ask
read that
amazing
one because
people.
that's such a ridiculous
Ask amazing
question.
people.
Okay, I don't want to say it's a ridiculous question. It's not a ridiculous, but it's just such a funny
There's
question
no
for us.
such
Like we
thing
just
as a
go.
ridiculous.
But all I want to say is it feels as amazing as being able to hang out with you guys, honestly. And I don't consider myself an amazing person, but I do want you guys to understand that I enjoy being with you guys. I have a lot of fun doing this. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. We all have our times where we get mad, not feel great, and all that stuff. But this is one of the funner things that we do to like really help us, keep our mental health straight and stuff. So it's just amazing to have everybody here. Honestly, it really is. All right, let's see here. How is it different from taking care of a baby boy and a baby girl? I'll answer this one.
Mhm.
A baby boy can pee right at you when they're laying down. Other than that, I don't really feel like there's any difference. I really don't, dude. Do you feel like there's any difference?
No, not until you get a little older.
Yeah, really. Like, there's like hygienic dish differences, like that boy needs to clean a certain way and girl needs to clean a certain way. So that is different, obviously. But I feel like the love, the attention, the feedings, like even like for the most part, the diaper changes, like everything's the same. So really what's different is their personalities. And I don't even know if it has so much to do with their boys or girls. I think it's just the baby. It's just how they are. How are mama and baby doing and the rest of the family, of course. So how are you doing, babe? Good.
I'm hanging there.
Yeah. A little tired.
Yeah, tired. Definitely tired. But overall, well, like I said earlier, I did drive today. It's been 2 weeks, so I was able to drive. I'm trying to do things slowly but surely around the apartment and stuff. Trying not to overexert myself because I don't want to injure myself and I don't want to have to, have to deal with certain things.
All right. But yeah, I understand where Grace is coming from. Honestly, I really do understand where Grace is coming from, but I think she's handling it very, very well. Honestly, very, very well. All right. Let's see. How many pounds did the baby weigh after she was born?
She weighed almost 7 pounds. Close to 7 pounds. So, yeah. But I'm hoping that she's back to that now because she did kind of lose a little bit of weight. It's normal, but we're keeping on it and making sure that she gets back to her birth weight and beyond. So
that's the most important part right now. We want her to eat, gain weight, and just be a baby. Poop, pee, all that stuff is very, very normal. You want to see it. For sure. All right, let me see here. How did it feel when Grace pushed the baby out of the womb from the womb?
Well, I don't know how I want to answer that question, but
it was difficult.
I mean, it's not easy, and it's not easy.
Yeah, we don't need to get graphic.
No,
we just it's
not gonna describe it. But yeah, no, it's definitely not like an easy thing.
Yeah, it really isn't. But I see her kicking butt. And she did a great job. And I told her, I feel like the baby came pretty quickly. Like she was doing everything she could to make sure that baby came out. And I don't want to get too graphic, but she did a great job. She really, really did.
Yeah, but it definitely, I'm thankful that I have that ability. I know not everyone does, but there's no shame in how you bring a baby to this world, like it's whatever is safest for you and your child,
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. The next question.
There's one more.
I think there might have been one more. Let me see if there's one more. Oh, how did it feel like being a new dad to a new daughter? So that one's for me. Honestly, good night, Mr. and Mrs. Groot. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for joining us. Have a good weekend.
Did you guys get an ad again? I'm sorry if you guys got an ad. But yeah, no. Let's see. I was gonna say, for me, it was like emotional because Avery is my she was my little baby, right? She was my little princess.
She was our baby. Yeah.
But now we have another little baby, another little princess. So it was a little emotional because I'm so happy and I love her so much. But I also, in my heart, felt like I want to protect Avery's feelings as well and let her know that she's still my princess. I still love her to death and she's still, my priority. But yes, now I have 2 kiddos that are girls, and now I get a chance to enjoy the 2 beautiful little girls, and then I also get to be a dad to a cool boy who kicks butt on Fortnite and all those games. So it's cool. I'm really, really happy about it. I was nervous to do it again, but I'm glad that I got the courage, and I'm glad I got the desire, because I don't regret it. I think it was meant to be, and obviously, right? Yeah. And so we're just enjoying the ride.
That's something we always tell each other is, like if she wasn't meant to be here, then she wasn't meant to be here. But she was, and she is here, thankfully.
Yes.
Thankfully.
Let me see if I missed anything. I think for that part we're caught up. Let's just keep going down. I didn't know that. Hold on, let me. I gotta go through the stream here. About Paula had said something about like the desktop YouTube app doesn't show ads, which is crazy. I didn't know that. I never realized that, to be honest with you. Let's see.
Desktop YouTube app.
Oh, okay. So did I see her?
Yeah, she kind of like
she opened her eyes.
Startled a little bit.
So VFXing Game said, I have a question. Are you guys related to Crystal and Chris?
No,
we are not. We are actually just friends. But they're great people. We've known them for about 2 years, a little over 2 years. So
met them through YouTube.
It's funny. We met them, like literally, we've told the story before. This is kind of how we started with all this. That's why we tell the story. We were already doing YouTube, but we were doing a lot more food reviews and local things. And then it was Grace and I's anniversary. And out of nowhere, we had never been to Universal Studios. So I was like, you know what? Let's go to Universal Studios for our anniversary. We've never gone to a theme park by ourselves. Mm-hmm. So
but we researched it before we went.
We researched it, and I was looking up videos on YouTube. And what's up, Jordy? Thank you so much for being here. Jordy Canales is in the house. We were researching videos, and their video came up. I think it's like how to have the best day ever at Universal Studios or something of
one of those videos.
Something along those lines, right? I watched the video. We both watched the video, and then we watched another one of their videos. And I think Grace and I both said at the same time, we're like, man, they're awesome. Like, this is an awesome channel. Mm-hmm. We subscribed. We followed them on Instagram, and then not too long after that is when they first went live. Right. We joined them. We joined their community, and it's been all love ever since then. And so it went from being like literally like, wow, this channel's awesome, and then they started following us, and they started watching our stuff too, which is, I love them for it. I love them for it. Yeah. They were the first people to join our live stream when we first went live, and we've done over 60 lives. Them and JG Voyages, first people ever. They were in the test stream, so we have a lot of love for Crystal and Chris. Yeah. I think everybody knows that we have a lot of love for Crystal and Chris. But we're not related. But we're very blessed to be able to call them friends. We hang out a couple times a year usually. We hung out at Disneyland, Universal Studios. We've gone to friend events and stuff like that. So they're amazing, special people, and we hope that the way that we get excited to watch them, you guys get excited to watch our channel as well. We know that, obviously, like, this community is amazing, honestly. This community, I was telling Grace this the other day, like, when we first started YouTube, like, and started getting into this community, like I mentioned, through the Universal Studios and, like, kind of discovering all that, it was, like, a big community. Like, everybody, a lot of, like, love was going around, and it was beautiful. But I think right now, like, as we've kind of like, our circle has gone a little smaller, I think everybody's kind of like settled into what they do, and then their groups of friends. Sorry, an ad. I think as people have settled into their groups of friends, we have like a little bit of a smaller circle now, I would say, and it is my favorite. Like, we've had so much fun like the last couple months and this last year. So honestly, the more positive people, great people you have around you, like Crystal and Chris, JG Voyages, we have Paula in the house, we have Raul, everybody that you see here in the chat, everybody that you see rolling with us. Yeah. If you see them hanging out with us, is because they're genuine, good-hearted people, and that's what we look for. We just look for people who bring the same vibes that we try to bring. Let's see here.
Always. I think.
Let's see. Will you visit Alani Disney Resort one day in Hawaii?
We hope so.
I think so because I mean, I think I could get a discount through my job. So, and I've never looked into it because I know it's expensive. But if they provide a decent discount, I'll probably in the future I'll probably like book us some stuff. See, the desktop shows ads in the beginning, but not during the stream. I didn't know that. See, the thing is, and we don't want to say this too much out loud, but we don't get ads at all on anything, on desktop, on tablet, on phones, on the TV. We've only got ads one day, like recently, like a couple months ago, and it was for like 1 or 2 days, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, the ads disappeared again. I don't know why my account is like this, why our account's like this, or why it does this, but
we're not complaining.
We don't deal with ads ever. We don't deal with mid-credit ads. We don't do so even when like our friends go live and they have ads in their live streams, because it's good that they have ads, guys. Like at the end of the day, like it's part of what
we don't
helps you
have
grow.
that YouTube Premium either.
We don't, but it's cool, like because we don't really get ads anyway. So it's been nice. It's been nice for us. Jordy says, such a precious family. Thank you so much, Jordy. We really appreciate that, man. Like, that is very, very nice of you. We really, really appreciate that. Test stream gang. Let's go. Well before this came out, guys. Well before the Cowbell. The Cowbell hadn't even made its debut, I think, at that time. No. So we went live for a while, not too long without the Cowbell, but then the Cowbell was something that I got.
Found it. Yeah, we found it.
I had got it like somewhere, like they were giving it out for free, and I brought it home. And I told Grace, I go, we need something to like, celebrate, like when we get excited. And I was like, how about the Cowbell? And at first it kind of seemed like a little cheesy, but
I was like, what about the Cowbell?
At first I was kind of like, I don't know, but then it stuck, guys. And as you can see, our members have a Cowbell emoji next to their name, so or badge, I guess you can call it. So it stuck. It really did.
Man, I feel like it's cooled down a little bit, but not as much as I thought it would with the door open.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I think it's because you're on that side.
Yeah.
No, we don't have YouTube Premium. Not at all.
No, we don't.
I don't know. I think it's just like
I think at one time we did, but we don't anymore.
I think that's what I think happened. I think we activated, and then when we deactivated, they never took that feature off my account. Like I said, I don't like talking about it because I'm paranoid.
Email YouTube about it.
Yeah, you guys, don't be jerks. Yes, thank you so much, Paula. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel, turn on all notifications, and press that like button. We're going to be going live still, guys. Like I mentioned, we have some special guests coming up. Hopefully next Friday. I have to reach out to them. I'll reach out to them tonight. But we have, I think it's going to be a pair of special guests coming on next week. So hopefully we can have that for you guys. I know if Grace can join us, she will try her best. It's been cool because like the baby fell asleep, so she's been able to hang out. But this is honestly, we didn't even expect her to be able to do this.
I mean, like 24 hours ago, yesterday, I think I went to bed around this time because she was, And this is what I would do. She's asleep, I go to sleep too. So
I know, and she has to she gets bummed out because sometimes we're watching something good, and she'll be like, I really should go to bed. I'm like, yeah, you should. And I take over after that, and then around 3 in the morning, she'll take over.
Feel like that right now, but I don't mind. Obviously, tomorrow the kids don't have to go to school, and what I'm gonna do tonight is I probably will help her out with a couple of the feedings, maybe at least one for sure. Probably try to stay up, watch Kuzi play Final Fantasy because I definitely want to watch. If not, it's okay too.
I'll probably knock out around anywhere between 12:30 to 2:30. Just depends on how I feel. Grace will take over probably for me around 4 or 5 in the morning, and then she'll probably stay up with the baby from then on. Maybe try to lay down again if the baby can fall asleep. And then I'll be asleep, and then I'll wake up, and then we kind of spend our day together, and then it's all over again. She'll go to sleep around 8 or 9, 10, then I'll stay up, then I go to sleep around 1, 2, 3. Grace gets up. I'm telling you guys. So Jackie and George, get ready. I'm telling you, friends, get ready. Get your rest. Go on dates. Do all that fun stuff that couples love to do. Do fun stuff with your kiddos. Dedicate some time because trust me, it becomes a whole full-time job. It feels like. Let's see. All right, cool. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to mention, because I know I had an agenda and I don't want to miss the agenda. But let me see if there's any other questions that popped up just in case on Instagram. Once again, if you guys haven't, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Gio and Grace. You can also follow us on X at Gio and Grace, and you can follow us on TikTok at Gio and Grace Talk. Let's see. All right, I think we're good on the questions. Let me just go back to our agenda real quick before we wrap it up for the night. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, and then I guess we could just talk a little bit about some of the new stuff that we've been watching. We haven't got a chance to finish watching it, but we've been watching Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah, that was.
I'm enjoying it so far. So far I think it's great. I know we've had some friends. We have, like I know Mia had mentioned it. Somebody else had mentioned it too. Who else had mentioned it? Somebody else had mentioned it, but it's been a really great show. So Percy Jackson is on Disney Plus. It is a TV series. Usually, like these were actually made into movies before. I don't think it's the same cast. I think it's a completely different cast. But we've been having a really, really good time watching it. We just haven't finished. I think we're like almost done with the first episode or a second episode.
I think we started a second episode.
Yeah, and it's been really, really fun. So we like that one. Also, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that right now Lunar New Year has begun at Disneyland. We will not be going. So that's the reason I wanted to kind of mention that. Last year we did do a Lunar New Year video. So if you guys haven't already, check it out on our channel. It's a Lunar New Year food testing video. So like a little foodie guide. Please watch it. It's actually one of my favorite vlogs that we made last year.
Same food that they had last year.
So a lot of the food that you see this year, we tried last year. So if you want to know what we thought about it, go back and watch that video. You guys will get a chance to see the birria egg roll, the pot stickers, the dumplings. So we tried quite a bit of the stuff.
The little mandarin cake.
Oh yeah, the little mandarin, that one that looks like beautiful. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. Dang, I'm so sad we can't go, but we have a good reason not to go right now. Right. So, but yeah.
Raul said, "What about MySpace? Can
you know
we
what?
Found on MySpace."
Only, Raul, only if I'm in your top 8, bro. If I'm in your top 8, if we're in your top 8, then we'll add you on MySpace, friend. All right. Let's see. Hannah said, I like the main Disney characters, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Pluto, Daisy, and Donald, and Stitch. And you know what's crazy is Stitch is kind of more of like the newer characters, but we completely agree with you. Those are all the characters that we love too. I love Goofy, by the way. I love Goofy. So I can't wait to go back and hopefully take a picture with the kids and Goofy. Like, that'd be really cool. Yeah. And you, obviously, too, babe. Obviously, right?
No, that's just the kids. Just kidding. Didn't you guys take a picture with Chef Goofy like recently?
Yeah, we did. It was awesome. Yeah. Bro said top 8. I have to think about it. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you.
Wow.
Appreciate you.
Wow, bro.
I feel like there was something else I wanted to mention too. Oh yeah, something that we mentioned to our members only. But we're gonna mention it to you guys. So we mentioned this like about 2 weeks ago, huh?
3 weeks ago.
That's why it's important to join our membership. If you guys want to be in the know, if you guys want to know like all the ins and outs for sure, you got to join that membership because that's kind of what we do there. So real big news is we did renew our passes to Disneyland. We hadn't mentioned it before. We renewed them on the very last day that we were there. We were in the park. We were by Plaza, and I
gave me the puppy dog.
Honestly, guys, I could not let those damn passes expire. I really could not let them expire. So, we told our members this on the live stream, but we're telling you guys we're gonna be back at Disneyland all this year again. So we haven't even activated these ones. So, we're probably not gonna go until March. We do have reservations in March. So that'll be the first time we go. We take the baby. Now with the baby, it's always an up in the air kind of thing. So what I have to do is I have to book the hotel, and I have to make sure the hotel is going to be good enough for us. I think if we go to the ARIS or ALO, we'll be fine. So I think that's what we'll probably book. But we're still Magic Key members. We still have them.
It's going to be different because we've never gone to the park with such a small baby. Avery was 8 months old when we went.
Bam. This is a new one that came. We just got this one a couple of weeks ago. So honestly, guys,
it's been since December.
Yeah, we got it in December, huh? Well, last month. So yeah, so we are Magic Key holders for a whole nother year. We did not renew the same exact pass that we got, and the reason that we're telling you guys this, I know it's kind of like more like personal, but the reason I'm telling you guys this is I feel like you guys, if you're buying Magic Keys, I know they've been opening them up lately, buy the one that works for you. Don't do the FOMO thing and go straight for like the most expensive one unless you know you're going to take advantage of it. For us, we went with the second less expensive one last year, and we used it. But this year, with the baby and knowing that summertime is really rough for us and it would be really hard on her, we decided to even scale down, and we're super happy. We're saving money, and we still get to go a lot. Which is amazing. So you guys, just, if you're looking at renewing your passes and you're like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to do it because I'm not going to get the same one.
Raul said
nothing wrong with it.
Gotten his magnet.
I think you had mentioned that last time too in the members only live, huh?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I love it. It has Mickey's death wheel on it. I told Crystal and Chris, I go, if we go next time and you guys are there and you guys are willing to get on it, I will get on it. And I'm going to tell you guys, anybody here too, any of our friends here, if you guys go and you guys can convince me to get on it, JG Voyages, Raul, or anybody here, I will get on Mickey's death wheel with you guys. The sliding, swinging one too, and everything.
Sliding?
I don't know. It slides down. It goes. Ah. All right. Sorry about that. You guys got tonight, but yeah, it slides down. It goes. So yeah, I'm willing to try it out. Have you guys ever been on it? Have you guys ever been on the Fun Wheel or Mickey's the Pixar Pal Around? I know. That's what it's called, the Pixar Pal Around. No, Paula, I'm absolutely petrified of heights. I do not like heights at all. I've never been on the Incredicoaster. I'm shocked that I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm shocked that I like it because when they open those blast doors and you're just like, you're about to take the picture, I'm like, ah! The first picture I ever took, I was like, literally the first time I ever went, I was like, Rose said George can take my spot. George, are you down, George? If you're in the chat,
sure
George, are you down? I know he's down.
Yes, sir. Are you ready for bed?
No.
What's up?
I was just going to tell you what happened.
What's on your neck? Get it? Is that soda?
What?
What the heck? It's right here. It's water?
Don't say anything.
I'm all like soda. I was like, when do you drink soda?
What is it?
I think it's just water.
Oh, okay. That's kind of like, I don't know, it looks like juice or something.
It looked kind of like juice.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like
What time
juice.
is it?
It's 10 o'clock already.
We'll talk right now, Dominic. We're almost done, okay? So we'll talk in a second, okay? Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, there's another thing that I wanted to bring up, and this is something that's actually pretty near and dear to my heart and to a lot of yours. Today, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, is the anniversary of the passing of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi, as well as the other victims that were in the helicopter that unfortunately crashed several years ago in Los Angeles. Kobe, I have the second vlog. Yeah. Right? The second vlog that I ever put out on this channel was when it was still just me, before it was me and Grace. It's just like me talking about Kobe, pretty much. Oh wow, there's a 6.1 magnitude earthquake in Guatemala. Prayers to Guatemala. Prayers to Guatemala. That's scary. But Kobe was like the person that I grew up idolizing. When Kobe came into the league, it was like about 95, 96 ish. He was a backup. He wasn't even the starter. But I was so impressed by him. I was like, man, this kid from high school going to the Lakers. By the way, I was still am a big Lakers fan. I don't really talk a lot about sports right now, mainly because people kind of suck about it. To be honest, I'm going to be real. People suck. Like, I do not like talking about sports because it always goes into the same realm of being childish and immature. But Kobe was that guy. And I remember my best friend when we were kids, I must have been like 9 or 10. He gifted me a Kobe Bryant poster, like framed. And I was like, honestly, I put it up that same day. It was like something that I valued so much. And unfortunately, I lost it, I think, when we moved. And it sucked. I had a Kobe Bryant rookie card. I honestly idolized that dude so much. Like his whole work ethic, the Mamba mentality, everything. I would always put that in my mind that I always say winners were made when people don't want to work. So when other people don't want to work, if you're working, you're gonna get ahead. You're gonna get to your goals before those people get to their goals. It's always the one who's working the hardest that eventually gets to where they need to get to. Consistency, right? So I'll be honest with you. For me, he just meant a lot. Like, he was somebody that I enjoyed just hearing talk, just seeing his work ethic, like I mentioned, and everything like that. And the biggest thing is just seeing how much of a good father he was, how much he loved his kids. We're all human. We make mistakes. I know Kobe made his mistakes in the past. Him and his wife had to deal with those things. He had to deal with the legalities of those things. But at the end of it all, he was still a human being. Whatever happened, with that part of it, I can't speak on it, but I can speak on what I saw, and what inspired me about him. So, much love to Kobe and Gigi and everybody who passed away. Yeah, it was one of the worst days of my life. Like, as Grace,
sad,
we were supposed to go to a birthday party for one of our friends, like her child, right? Like, was having a birthday party. And we were getting ready, and I was on the couch, and one of my friends it was like a group text, and he said, "OMG, Kobe passed away," or something like that.
It was a joke?
And I thought it was a joke. And so the first thing I did was, like, I remember.
Even though that friend never texts you things like that.
No, he was never, like, one thing we say about my friend Matt is he's not a liar. He'll tell you some ridiculous crap, but he's not lying. Like, you'll be like, "Damn, did that really happen to you?"
Yeah, he would never text you something like that.
But he won't lie to you, yeah. And so when he texted me that, I knew that was probably true. So I checked online, and sure enough, it blew up right away. It was like everywhere. And I started crying. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys how that day went. I started crying.
When you told me, I was like, no way. Like, no, there's no way. I was like, what's going on? Like, I was like, what? How did that happen? Like, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. I was in shock. I started crying. I told Grace, I don't think I'm gonna go to the party. Like, all I did that day, like, I'm not even lying to you, I just felt so down. I closed all the blinds. I had the apartment dark, and usually Grace knows, I like having the blinds open. I love having a lot of light in. That was one of those days I just closed all the blinds. I just kind of like sat in the middle of the living room, and I kept crying. I would stop crying, and then I would think about him and his daughter. Like, every time I would think about his daughter specifically, it would kill me. I was a blubbering person that day. I could not stop crying. It was one of the, like, saddest, like, a celebrity athlete deaths I've ever had to witness or ever had to live through, I guess, as an adult or as a person. But I just appreciate everything that he did for the city of Los Angeles and all his fans. Like, I appreciate all the championships that he brought to LA, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I was born in Los Angeles. I wasn't raised there. I spent a lot of time there. I used to go in Greyhounds and spend weeks there and stuff like that. But I was raised out here. But LA has my heart. That's where my life started. That's where I entered this world. And it sucks. I wish he was still alive. I wish that we were still talking to him or talking about him in the present tense versus the past tense. But the dope thing about memories is that we carry them, right? And, like, they become something that we can hold on to. Like, I still remember the championships. I remember how it felt. Like, I remember buying his shoes. I remember, like, buying the game that had him on the cover, and this is before he even passed away. So it just, I was such a big fan. But yeah, R.I.P. Kobe, R.I.P. GG, and hopefully they're in a better place, and much love to Vanessa Bryant and the girls and stuff like that. Yeah. Let me see here. I went on a swinging one time and told the cast members after the first go around to let me out. I thought I was gonna pass out. I got so nauseous.
Oh my god.
Paula, please don't tell me that. Okay, I retract my statement. I will not go on it. I will not go on it. You cannot get me to go on it. Jackie loves the fun wheel more than me. Jackie's out of her mind, honestly. I'm sorry, Jackie. I love you, but I've seen the rides you go on. You are so down, honestly. Raul said, Goofy is the best, my favorite. I know, that's why we get along. That's why we're friends. Let's see. This is the one I was looking for. JG Boy just said, I remember when the news broke, I was at one of my old jobs, a bunch of my coworkers and I just didn't believe it and we all cried. Dude, I don't doubt it, bro. Like that was one of the ones that I could tell a lot of guys it hit really hard, including myself. Lady Sid said that was a rough day. Lost a legend. I grew up watching him and Shaq Dream Team. Right. That three-peat was magic. Honestly, there was nothing like it. When Pau Gasol joined the Lakers, they won 2 more, so that was amazing as well. I loved it. VFXing Game said, I really love the way you guys pull up your comments and put up on screen. I appreciate you guys for that. Normally the only way to do that is when you donate or something. Yeah, no, we don't. I'll be honest with you. We kind of stopped doing this for a while. Like we just kind of like would go with the chat. But what we've been wanting to do lately, is just highlight some of the chat so that way when we're answering the questions or answering what we're like, people know what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Context.
Yeah, because sometimes that happens. We're talking about something and then somebody comes in and they don't even know what we were just talking about. But being able to highlight your guys' chats, it shows you guys that, we care what you guys have to say. It's not just about the donations. And also it helps other people have a fun time and be able to participate in the conversation as well.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys even being in our chat. So.
Absolutely. We're going to wrap it up very soon. JG Boy just said, Gio, we need to go on the live. No, dude, shut your mouth, bro. I'm not even going to pretend to entertain that idea, bro. Grace knows. I'm not going on that. But yeah, hey, good power to you.
I actually went on it a very, very long time ago, and I will never go on it again. Never.
Let's see what the likes are at right now. We're at 42 likes. You guys are amazing, honestly. You guys are amazing. So we've been live for about 3 hours. What time is it right now?
God,
3 hours. So that's usually like about our limit, especially because we got to give our kids some love and attention and stuff like that. So with that said, we are going to start wrapping it up right here. I'm going to take the time. I know I'm a talkative person. I'm the one who usually talks the most, but I'm going to take the time right now. I want to tell you guys thank you so much for everything that you guys did for us. Whether you came in the chat and just said what's up, asked Grace how she was doing, asked how the baby was doing, during the pregnancy, checking in on us, like just being there for us. Those of you who donated, those of you who joined the membership, those of you who literally sent us things through the mail because we got packages through the mail. Some of you met with us at theme parks to give us stuff for the baby. Like, I don't know how to begin to describe how humble and how full you guys made this heart and hopefully my wife's heart feel. This was the best pregnancy that we've got a chance to experience for the reason that this is the first time we've got a chance to share it with people in a way that we felt happy. In the past, we've always been kind of keeping to our own. So we always enjoyed it, but we enjoyed it amongst ourselves, right? But the love that we got from you guys, like, it made our life and this journey like the best, incredible. I don't know what other way to put it. We hope that we can provide you guys as much joy, as much laughter, and as much entertainment as you guys give to us. This little girl is already super loved and super blessed, and we appreciate it. Blessed. We got an ad.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
All right, so we got it. Super blessed, super loved, and we're very, very, very thankful to have you guys as part of our crew, as part of our fam, our Cowbell fam, right? And much love to everybody, who just, even on Instagram, reached out to us, even if it's not on YouTube. If you're watching this now, but we appreciate you guys. With that said, is there anything else that you would like to say that maybe I'm speaking for myself, I feel like.
I am very thankful for everyone who reached out or, anything that they sent or said, to wish us luck and, just thinking of our little one, like, without, being asked to, and just doing it from the kindness of their hearts. Yeah. And, like I've always said, we're not entitled to anybody's time or anything like that. We're not, but we're always thankful and grateful for that.
Yeah, your time is valuable and we appreciate that you spend that time with us. Once again, we just want to say thank you guys, everybody. We are I'm going to be back, possibly Grace, but I will be back next Friday with a brand new Friday. I'm hoping to have a really awesome couple with me that day. And if we can make that happen, they'll be guest hosting with me. Plus, we'll do like a little interview portion with them. But they won't be the only ones. I have about 2 other ones after that lined up as well. So it might be one of your favorite content creators. You never know. So we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much, VFX Games. I'm so glad that you were able to join. Honestly, it really means a lot to us. But we want you guys to go ahead and make sure that you guys keep your notifications on. If you guys want any more content from us, check out our vlogs, guys. Our vlogs are really fun. It's like my favorite thing to do is to edit, and we put a lot of energy into those ideas. So check out the vlogs. Make sure you comment on it. Let us know what you like, and we can make a note of it and do more of those things as well. Other than that, if you're watching the replay, please do us a huge solid if you haven't already. Hit that like button. If you're watching the replay, subscribe if you haven't. We just want to wish all of you guys the best. What's up, Most Wanted?
And bye, Most Wanted.
Yes, we just want to wish you guys all the best. We love you guys. You guys are amazing. We're going to see you guys in the chats. We'll see you guys on our next live stream. We'll see you guys on the next vlog, and you'll be seeing some shorts from us as well. Guys, 2024 has just started. Really, there's nowhere to go but forward, and we appreciate you guys spending that time with us. So once again, have a good night, everybody. We will see you guys very soon.
Thank you so much, everyone.
We
Have
love
a
you
good
guys.
night.
Honestly, just take care of yourselves. That's the only thing you can do, especially with all the sicknesses and the viruses going on. We love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.